weather.com. 48 degrees in Atlanta, drying out tonight with lows dipping down close to freezing. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Happening now, a homicide investigation in Gwinnett County. A man and a woman are found dead in a home on Clearwater Place in Lawrenceville. Gwinnett police are on the scene now. Investigators are working to determine how they died. Residents in Chattahoochee Hills are now able to enjoy the newly expanded Campbellton Park.
It's all part of the Trust for Public Land's ambitious Riverlands project, which aims to create 100 miles of continuous trail along the Chattahoochee River.
We're really excited about this.
Trust for Public Land State Director George Dusenberry says the 78-acre tract of land is a big step for the southern part of the project.
It basically adds more than half a mile of protected, publicly accessible green space along the Riverlands.
The more than $2 million project was made possible thanks to a grant from the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A state Senate committee looking at higher education affordability says Georgia needs to create a needs-based scholarship program to help retain students and give them much-needed assistance.
We know we've invested heavily in the Hope Scholarship. And we know now that with the economy and the realities, that does not even get the job done.
Committee Chair State Senator Nan Orrock says their final report finds Georgia should create a needs-based program like those in North Carolina and Florida. A major jump in local spending for the holidays, according to new data from Block, which offers a variety of pay options.
A total of $57 million was spent in Atlanta over the long shopping weekend, including Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Atlanta, far beyond all the other cities where we focus on, saw the most sales and the most excitement for our Square sellers.
Block's Allison Meyer says most people were spending on experiences like beauty and wellness, as well as travel, dining, and home and garden items. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Fayette County launches a new mobile-friendly website today.
It is also a place to access information on every department from Fayette County government, from 911 communications to getting an open record to paying your water bill with the Fayette County water system.
Cynthia Lasinby with Fayette County Community Engagement says the new website features a modern layout, streamlined navigation, and improved tools to help citizens quickly find the information and services they need. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, seeing some early brake lights on 400 North in Sandy Springs. Crash moved to the right shoulder above Northridge Road, exit 6. That's why you're slow from Abernathy Road. Downtown, it's just slow on that yucky wet pavement, 7585 North University Avenue, up to a crash off to the right before 10th Street. Southbound delays filling in from the I-85 400 merge. 285 east and northbound, the outer loop into Cab, that's still slow before Flat Shoals, getting up to I-20 exit 46 where we had an earlier crash. And 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side, it's been slow all day, and it's still the same way from South Cobb Drive, passing Hollowell Parkway, getting down to I-20, the West Freeway. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy skies, breezy and chilly today, high 48. Clearing out for tonight, lows dropping to the low 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51. Mostly cloudy on Thursday, high 49.
Right now, 46 in Marietta, 47 in Tucker, and 50 in Stockbridge. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. When does it begin? It begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler, surrounded by a plethora of doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here, and I just have to say that apparently there's some sort of idea out there that this time of year is not packed with enough significant dates, holidays. Used to be enough to have Halloween, and then you get about a month, and you have Thanksgiving, and you get about a month, you have Christmas. Now we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Black Friday. That's now a week long. And then we come back from Thanksgiving, and I'm reminded, oh, my goodness, it's Cyber Monday yesterday. And now we're at something called Giving Tuesday. You're going to give back. on Tuesday?
My family celebrates Travel Tuesday, Eric.
Oh, okay. Well, are they all traveling somewhere?
We all travel. That's how we prefer to celebrate.
I'm celebrating something today called Give Me a Break Tuesday.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, but
Someone
you got to
could
put a
give-
name
you're
on
still
it.
you're still asking for someone to give you something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm suggesting.
So what
I'm,
is it?
I'm suggesting that people give me a break on this day. I guess I am asking, but I don't even know that I'm asking for anything. I'm just recognizing certain things because the Giving Tuesday thing. Who was it? I think the Dells. Michael Dell, the people behind Dell Computers, Michael Dell and his wife, they're in the news today because on Giving Tuesday, they gave millions of dollars to Trump's baby accounts. This has nothing to do with the Epstein files.
Well, I do have babies.
The baby accounts are this idea that every baby born, you get $1,000 as an account that the parents you can try to invest.
That'll cover a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And apparently this is millions of dollars. It's going to put $250 into some of these accounts. I don't know how you qualify. And my feeling is, this is all about giving to nonprofits. Some nonprofits are fine, but the concept of nonprofit in and of itself, I think most people don't even understand how it works. It doesn't mean that you can't pay the guy on top $500,000 a year. It just means that you can't turn a profit. It doesn't mean that you can't spend $15,000 on furniture for the lobby. It just means that at the end of the year, you can't turn a profit. You have to spend, people who are, I know back in the 80s, traveling around in a comedy group or being a comedian, you always wanted to work colleges. Number one, they were raucous crowds. But number two, at colleges, the entertainment committee was allocated amount of money from the college based on how much they used last year.
Absolutely.
So you can never use less. It was great being a comedian. You never got paid more. You had a good drunk crowd, but you never got paid more because the entertainment committee never wanted to come in and do the right thing and say, hey, we did all this great entertainment and we saved you this money because next year you're not going to get the money back. And that's what goes on. You know that.
In student government, I was elected treasurer, which was a paid position.
Yeah.
And when I got elected, they kept telling me, they're like, hey, remember, we only get, I think it was $50,000 per semester that we can spend on T-shirts and whatever we want to do with an SGA. And whatever you do, make sure that you spend as close to $50,000 as possible.
So that we get it again.
So that way they don't cut it the next season, the next year. I'm like, what? Like I thought
And
my job was to cut the
And that kind of
stuff.
thing goes on in nonprofits all the time, which is spend all you can, just make sure you don't show a profit. So it's better to give, and I'm not saying all nonprofits are, I'm just saying there's more to it. So the question is, when these wealthy people give out this money, does it actually turn into great, wonderful societal change? Things were bad. These people stepped in. They put their money where their mouth was. And now, look, it's 5 years later. Does this money actually change things for the better, or does it just make rich people feel better? So I'm not Mr. Giving Tuesday, but on Give Me a Break Tuesday, I'll just bring up some things that I'm annoyed by, and I'll just say, hey, give me a break. One is that we're going to war with Venezuela to stop them from trafficking deadly drugs to America. Give me a break. That's a lie. It's not half a lie. It's not 3/4 of a lie. It's 100% a lie from an administration that believes that the people that follow him and voted for him are so damn stupid, they'll go for it. So give me a break on that one. On this Give Me a Break Tuesday. Thank you very much. Here's a headline that deserves only a give me a break on this Give Me a Break Tuesday.
Like we need like a snap. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
It's a Kit Kat bar.
56% of dog owners believe their beloved pup is their soulmate. That's not true. Give me a break.
What's not true? That they believe it or that it could actually be a thing?
Oh, it's true. But not only is soulmate not a thing with your pet, soulmate is not a thing with the person that you're with and you've been with and it's worked for 50 years. You're not soulmates.
Dang.
There's no such thing as soulmates.
How do you know?
Well, I've lived a life and I've looked into this
So have I.
idea. Well, that's fine, but
this pencil is my soulmate.
okay. Well,
At least the eraser is.
I would. If that's all you can get, take what you can get, is what I would say.
Me and this pencil knows me more than anyone else.
No one is your soulmate. You meet the people that you meet based on where your parents are located for a job. You meet the people that you meet based on where you just got a new job. My wife and I have been together 38 years. I got a job at the East Avenue Inn. She was already a waitress there. If that wouldn't have happened, no, we've been together 38 years. Very easy to call ourselves soulmates. This is a problem. The soulmate thing is what leads to loneliness and dejection. Because people genuinely feel like, oh, my soulmate, it was unrequited, so I'm done. No, there's 8 billion people on the planet. You wanted one. She rejected you. Okay. There's 8 billion people on the planet. The truth is, I think, that in that 8 billion people, there is a certain number of people that you're highly compatible with, and you are lucky if you happen to meet one of those people. But the idea that there's only one person out there, one soul for you, and you found each other is absurd.
She's my settlemate.
We're all settling. Sometimes, like I said, if you find one of these people in your area, your location, that you are in fact highly compatible with, that's still the luck of the draw, and that's still a really good thing. It's just not soulmates. Your soulmate my soulmate didn't just happen to work at a hotel/restaurant in Rochester, New York. That's out of 8 billion people. They didn't work that way. A lot of things had to happen.
The
sliding
stars
doors.
aligned to put you two together.
Well, right, but those stars started
and the planets
100 years before then with somebody moving there on either. It's just
you know what it was.
It's just and so to try to put that to your pet. Give me a break. If you think your pet is your soulmate, you, in fact, do need clinical assistance. If you're just saying it like rhetoric, then that's fine. But if you really believe it, it's time to get a second opinion about your sanity.
I don't know. Within this study here, Eric, it does say that 3 in 4 dog owners say that their dog's personality resembles their own and even is compatible with their own.
Well, listen, people...
well, that can kind of be true.
Yeah,
right?
because Autumn interrupts a lot of radio shows around the country by just barking.
Yeah, I interrupt this one a lot.
That's right.
Just like my dog.
I think that goes the other way. The dog's around you and for a long time. And, this whole thing about how you adopt, the faces start to look alike.
No, that's, a dog is, especially if you are the leader, right, then it's going to adapt to you. And so now you are seeing that reflected back to you. That doesn't mean that you picked the dog with your personality.
Listen, people believe their cars, their vehicles have their personality because we imbue that into them. It's from our perspective. Okay, so we're all agreed. There's no such thing as soulmates on this Give Me a Break Tuesday. I'm glad I could get that off my chest.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
I think it was fate that you were going to bring up this topic and bring up the fate of you meeting your wife that you met 30-some years ago.
Well, it's all
fate.
Is it all fate? I don't even know.
It's all fate.
I have no idea.
It certainly is fatal because we're all going to die.
Wow.
Oh, okay, Greg.
Well, you're bringing a good
Greg.
sunny disposition.
Well, so are you.
Well,
I'm just following the leader.
I know. I'm just going through.
I'm the dog in this scenario.
No, I'm telling people something that lets them free. Hey, that wasn't your soulmate who turned you down. There's 8 billion people. Get back out there.
Call it a segment.
Stranger Things.
Are you watching it?
No.
I'm just kidding.
But I'm reading about it. I watched the first season, and there was no reason for any season after that. It was the perfect first season.
Get over it already.
But now they're in the 5th season. It takes so long to get there that not only are people having trouble keeping up with the story, the writers are having trouble keeping up with the story. There's crazy continuity errors. Apparently, somebody told a story in like season 2 about how they did this certain thing, and now there's a flashback in season 5. When the story was being told, it was raining really hard. We were sick for a week afterward, and they just flashed back to it in season 5, a beautifully sunny day.
Smart.
Maybe in the second half of season 5, they'll fix that flashback.
Give me a break Tuesday. You can't keep up with your own damn story and you expect others to be able to do it?
I will say this.
Do some homework. You're writing your own story.
With Netflix splitting that season in two, I am not playing their little reindeer games. I'm waiting for the second part of the season to come out, and I will binge it all in one night.
Lucky you. Well,
that shows them.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
That's right. That tells Netflix.
Once they hear that, they'll probably quit show business. They'll feel
lost
like
all my hopes and dreams.
They want me to go and log in and see all the other stuff that they have around Stranger Things now. I refuse. I'm going to wait until...
What if there's something good that you would have found?
Oh, too bad.
What if it gets spoiled?
Then I will try to avoid the spoiling at all costs.
Here's a spoiler alert, okay? Obviously, I haven't seen it. It's going to be a letdown.
I can't imagine that it's really that good.
How can it be? They're 30 years old. They're driving around. I see shots of them, and they look like a totally different bunch of people than the ones that were in season one.
What is that movie where it's like, was it This Boy's Life or something? Where
yes, that's
like
a great
filmed
movie.
Over billions of years.
Oh no! You're talking about what's it called? Boyhood.
Boyhood.
Yeah, Boyhood.
This
That's
Boy's
kind
Life.
of interesting, right? Like that was the point of that.
Yeah.
But this is kind of the same thing, but on accident.
On accident.
So we've watched them since they're 8.
Yeah. No, they. I think that a couple of. I think the Harry Potter movies were made quickly, so the kids didn't grow that much in between.
Yeah, they did. They did make.
And some of them do it this way, but and I can understand that from the first to the second season with Stranger Things. I think they didn't know if they were going to get a second season. That's the problem with all these streaming properties. You spend millions of dollars, you make it, it's completely done. It's like 8 to 12 episodes, and then you drop it, and you don't know what the response is going to be.
And that's not the point of that show, is to like watch these kids. It was a nostalgia, like, Super 8
Spielberg.
kind of thing.
It was like a flashback to the mid 80s kind of entertainment.
Right. And then now it's like we're just watching these adults who we're supposed to remember as kids.
I think there's something from the upside down here.
Yeah.
Oh, also they got I guess a few seasons back. This is in the beginning. They messed up. When one of these kids went to the upside down world for the first time, he was 12, and then they said he was 13, and they had to apologize. Like, keep up with your own story.
Well, you remember on And Just Like That, which was the Sex and the City sort of reboot?
The woke in the city and the city, as they say.
Yeah. Why are we doing this in the city? There was somebody what was it? It was early on in the same season. Someone says, oh no, I'm making this terrible phone call because my dad died. They had established that in the second episode of season 1.
Right.
It's like, this is happening. This isn't even like seasons before. This just happened. You guys did this.
It's very weird because you get different writers in, I feel like, and they're hired because they wrote something else. Like, I don't know. And they know the genre or something, but they may not know the actual story. Is it asking too much with all these millions of dollars given to these two brothers, whoever they are, that are behind Stranger
the Duffer
Things?
Brothers?
Keep up with the story?
Especially when you had over $500 million to make this season alone.
$500 million. How is it possible that Netflix, I mean, I know how it's possible, but with every one of these things, can they actually justify it with, we got $501 million from new subscribers on all of these things?
Apparently, the first week,
because these kids cost more money. They were nobodies in season 1, right? You had to pay Winona Ryder. Even the guy who played the sheriff, he was an older dude, but he wasn't known. He wasn't known. But
David Harbour, right?
He probably made a little bit more. But those kids were making nothing. What do you think this Millie Bobby, whatever her last name
Millie
is
Bobby
now?
Bon Jovi?
Yes. Say that 3 times in a row.
Millie Bobby Bon Jovi.
I mean, she was
Bon Jovi.
She was making the equivalent of scale probably for that first thing, and now she's a genuine star. And I would imagine she's making millions and millions and millions more going along with the rest. I don't know who the most popular people in the cast are, because I actually abandoned Stranger Things when the story was over, which was the end of season 1. And it doesn't surprise me that people tell me, oh, well, it just keeps coming back and they keep dealing with it again. Really? Do the cops get involved? Do we have the National Guard coming in at this point on this community that for
I don't want to spoil for you.
The government knows about it. They're
Everyone's having
covering it up.
existential crisis about what is real, what is life. Are there
Maybe it's
dimensions?
been wonderful to keep. I will tell you this. I watched the first season all in one from 8 p.m. until like 4 in the morning. And I loved it all until the very last scene because they had pinned it up. It had worked out. It was great, beginning, middle, end. Everything was fantastic. And then the kid walks back into the kitchen, in the bathroom, and he coughs up a little bit more. And that was the Duffer Brothers going, well, if we don't get a second season, it's pretty much wrapped up. But here's a reason to give us one if you want to. And that's got nothing to do with storytelling. It was just like, hey, we've given you this great ending, and now it turns out, no, it's not over. So it was kind of disappointing, but it was easy to write that off. And the rest of you went along with it.
Sure did.
I never got over that initial disappointment.
Well, the second season was enough to get out of it, too. That was a really bad
Wasn't
season.
that when the Demogorgon showed up at the beginning?
I think so. I can't. It's been so long since I've watched it.
Yeah, I know, about 100 years.
The second season, there's this odd motorcycle scene where they meet up with these bikers, and they're kind of all the kids.
One of them has a talking orangutan, right? And then they fight.
No, it was a remake of Every Which Way But Loose.
It was odd.
One of the worst movies of all time.
Clint
that was a
Eastwood,
hit.
You think he walks around going, yeah, I made that movie.
I don't know. He was a huge hit.
Ruth Gordon was in it.
They made
they made two of them.
They made two of them. Two more or just two?
Just
Any
two.
Which Way You Can.
Every Which Way You Can. Any Which Way But Loose and
Every Which Way You
Or
Can.
maybe it's switched. I don't know.
I have no idea. All I know
Good
is
Eddie Rabbit
I
song.
watched it about 10 years ago for the first time.
Did it
and
hold up?
I couldn't believe how horrible it was. I've been hearing about this movie. I remember when it came out, and I remember it was in the 80s, right? I remember it being like
Early
a big thing, and everybody loved it, and whatever. Ruth Gordon's awesome in anything she's in, but I'm just like,
well, who's allowed to have an orangutan?
well, beyond that, I mean, the biker gang was like something out of a 1960s Saturday morning cartoon. Who would be afraid of this biker gang?
They're all overweight and old.
Anyway, that's well, you can get more of that on my Clint Eastwood podcast, where of course we go over every Clint movie.
Talk about Pink Cadillac.
I think the cast of Stranger Things should remake Every Which Way But Loose.
So do I.
That would be fantastic. Now I would be on board for that.
Yeah.
And maybe this time around will be good. But
Winona
then,
Ryder can play the Ruth Gordon role.
how is Winona holding up?
I don't know. I
She's
think
a
she's
weirdo.
doing okay.
She's great in the show.
Yeah, she's a little loopy
She's a cuckoo bird.
as a person. She's a little loopy. But
What happened to her?
There you go.
What happened to her? I don't understand.
there you go. It's a good Winona.
Thank you. I've never done it before. Just press the gas, baby.
And then you got to watch it and go, I don't know, is Seven getting along with that sheriff dude? Is he still a sheriff, or did he lose that somewhere along the line? Who knows?
I don't want to spoil anything.
I was
won't
out after
spoil-
season 2, so I don't.
Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't.
It is kind of sort of what is happening all over, where like Netflix just increases the prices of your subscription and you get more mediocre shows. You get more Stranger Things, but it's not as good as the first thing. It just kind of keeps
Well,
going,
it's
but
not-
you like it. And
It was written as a one-season thing with, hey, let's throw that thing at the end.
it's smart though for him to have done that because
Yeah, for money,
yeah.
I'm glad everybody's making money.
Right.
Good for them. But for
but
me,
also let's have some integrity, just
Yeah.
a little bit.
you told
and say,
the
you know
story.
what? It's okay for things to end.
Maybe one of the brothers wanted it to end, but the other Duffer brother said, no, we got to
Oh,
get
it's an
the money.
uncomfortable Thanksgiving.
It sure is.
Yeah,
Just
we're
Well,
only
maybe
gonna-
dinner should just keep going on forever.
All this
Stay here.
money sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an uncomfortable.
Yeah, the other brother's like, you're welcome for providing so much money.
While we're talking about movies and such, was this Guillermo del Toro?
Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro.
Give me a break,
Toro.
Guillermo.
Nobody
Give me a
can say
break.
it.
I'm not on the give me a breaks. Actually, this is kind of a give me a break. That because this movie Frankenstein was terrible, terrible, and this guy's being treated like he created the greatest Frankenstein. I'm telling you, this movie is awful. It's a terrible Frankenstein. It is, and then it's full of crappy CGI. And then this guy gets an award for some reason. Why he
It's at
would
the
get an
Gotham
award?
Awards. You got the Vanguard Tribute Award.
Vanguard, yeah, because we've never seen a crappy movie like this before. He's really at the vanguard of crappy Frankenstein movies. He's done it better than anyone else. It's full of CGI, garbage, and then so he gets an award. I don't know why he would, and he goes after AI, which I agree with. But it's like, dude, you made a crappy movie. I don't see you as being the person who should be the spokesperson for this.
This tribute belongs to all of them, and I would like to extend our gratitude and say, AI.
Maybe I agree with the sentiment, but dude, you just made a horrible movie. Why
He
is
used
this guy?
AI in the movie?
No, but there's all kinds of CGI crap.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is.
Oh, duh. Okay, sorry, I forgot what the difference was.
I mean,
somebody actually worked on it.
One's been around for 25,
Right.
30 years.
Oh, yeah.
The other is something you refer to as Marlowe.
Make a Frankenstein movie.
My best
Done.
friend.
He did say, I watched.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the rest of his backstory. I've heard it before. He fell in love with Frankenstein. It's what makes it even worse. The thing that made him want to be a filmmaker is Frankenstein movies, and
he himself was a monster.
He made a horrible movie. Misfits. He was trying to throw it out
Maybe
there.
this movie
Like he's
is
not a millionaire.
It's his story.
Yeah, this is his Frankenstein's
He's
monster.
Frankenstein.
It's a movie.
Well, if
He's
that's
Dr.
true,
Frankenstein.
Well, if that's true, he has a very boring, unwatchable life story. Guys, I will stand here. Two things I will say to America. I don't get it, but I'll tell you what I know for a fact. F1 was one of the worst movies ever made, and Frankenstein, that's on Netflix right now, is possibly the worst movie about Frankenstein that's ever been made. But if you guys enjoy it, then I enjoy knowing that, I have better taste than you.
Spend your time with those who matter most this holiday season and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and the best part, there is no stress. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com and start packing.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
Hey guys, are you striking out in the bedroom? Because pills like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra just don't work anymore. Here's how Choice Men's Health is solving PE and ED issues. Meet Dr. Katz, the expert in men's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Choice Men's Health offers safe, custom-blended medications designed to fit your needs. There is no pain or surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. Not a problem. It's safe and affordable for everyone. You'll see results in 15 minutes guaranteed, or you don't pay anything. Solve the problem of ED and PE now.
For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are free. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170 to claim your initial consultation and first treatment for free. Call Choice Men's Health now, 404-400-1170.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Are you starting to consider a new roof, but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost?
Tim Andrews, if you're going to impersonate Scott Slade, you might want to add a little bottom.
A little bottom to it.
A little bass, yes.
I'm working on that.
Well, you don't have to impersonate me. We're both here for FGA Roofing.
I know them.
FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. And you'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention Scott Slade, they'll take $750 off the quote.
What about me?
Mention Tim Andrews, they'll take $750 off the quote.
That's $1,500.
If you mention both of us. And here's the best part. That quote is good for 1 year.
With your good credit, you can take advantage of their 000 offer. That's 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest.
They offer all types of roofs, from architectural or any of the high-end roofs like Slate.
Take the first step now and set up an appointment at FGAroofing.com. That's FGAroofing.com.
Or just Google FGA Roofing.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story: police across Metro Atlanta are on the lookout for the inmate from Rockdale County who escaped from Grady Hospital.
The last known whereabouts of 52-year-old Timothy Shane, a Publix parking lot on Highway 155 in Henry County. From there, investigators say he requested an Uber to a house in Rockdale County, but he was not located during a search of that property. Shane got to Henry County in a car stolen from downtown Atlanta. The second second vehicle he is known to have used since fleeing a mental health check at Grady Hospital.
WSB's Graham Carroll reports Shane is believed to have stolen a gun and is considered armed and dangerous. The Trump administration insists it was lawful for the U.S. military to launch a secondary airstrike on an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean Sea in September. At today's cabinet meeting, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the administration's mission is to prevent drug boats from getting drugs into the U.S., and they stand by the commanders who are making the calls.
I did not personally see survivors, but I stand because the thing was on fire. It was exploded in fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war.
Experts in the military code, though, say this was illegal. A project to increase green space along the Chattahoochee River is getting another boost. The Trust for Public Land says they finalized the purchase of more than 70 acres to expand Campbellton Park in Chattahoochee Hills. Trust for Public Land at State Director George Dusenberry says it's part of their Riverlands project.
It's another step forward in terms of creating that 100-mile park through the heart of the sixth largest metropolitan region in the country.
He says it's part of their overall goal to have continuous green space from Buford Dam to Chattahoochee Bend State Park. State attorneys general from all 50 states announced a settlement with Google in a lawsuit over Play Store misconduct. The lawsuit accused Google of monopolizing app distribution and in-app payment processing for Android phones. Google will have to pay out $630 million in restitution to consumers. It is now 3:32. It's time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, not a fun ride heading northbound on Georgia 400 through Buckhead, dealing with what I believe is a crash between Lennox Road and the Glen Ridge connector, blocking at least one lane, slowing down the ride back through those financial center tunnels before Lennox Road. You can always use Roswell Road as an alternate. Hero moved a stall from the center lane to the right shoulder in northwest Atlanta. All lanes back open. 75 south below Moores Mill Road. Exit number 254. Once you get into Midtown, you're slowing from 75-85 south from 17th Street as you head down toward I-20. Northbound delays are in full place now. 75-85 from Highway 166 Lankard Parkway up to Peachtree Pine Street. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy, breezy, drizzly today with a high of 48. Will dry out for tonight, lows dipping down to near freezing. Tomorrow, a little bit more sunshine with a high of 51, becoming mostly cloudy again on Thursday, high 49.
Right now it's 48 in East Point, 50 in Peachtree City, and 48 in Duluth. More news at 4 o'clock, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Don't have your house guests sneezing from all the dust on your baseboards? Call Zerorez Air Duct Cleaning today. With over 20,000 Google reviews and a 4.9 rating, Zerorez is the go-to for clean air ducts. And here's a little secret. Mention WSB and you'll get $75 off your next air duct cleaning. Slots are filling fast, so call today and schedule online at ZeroResAtlanta.com. ZeroRes, spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner at A1 Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service, and you'll be smiling today.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
All right, if you'd like to know how we look at this show from the Von Hessler doctrine point of view, what is it that we're trying to do on this show? Well, look, I'll just let Andy Reid let you know.
We're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play, every game.
I'm going to tickle your tonsils.
Every segment, every show.
Every segment, every show.
What does he mean?
Well, there's only one
He's gonna
meaning.
kiss me?
There's only one meaning that I know that to mean.
I know what he's talking about. You
yeah.
get out there and you just run it right down their throats.
That's right. That's right. Just like Hardy Nickerson or whatever.
Landon Dickerson.
Landon Dickerson.
You don't want Landon Dickerson. I don't want to say it.
Tickling your tonsils.
Romo knows what it's like.
Give him a fresher breath of air. That was his way of saying that, there's a chance that the Kansas City Chiefs don't make the playoffs, which just sounds unusual to even utter those words, but there's a real chance that could happen. And
what are they, 6 and 7?
I believe they're 6 and 6.
6-7.
The 6-7.
I didn't mean that.
Nah, it doesn't matter. You walked into the landmine. They're
It's
gonna
real,
go off.
by the way. I was spending time with 6-year-olds and a 4-year-old over Thanksgiving, and it was all the time everywhere.
Yeah.
At 4? Unfortunately, they're at the age where things stay funny the 25th time you do it.
Right.
So it's no one tires of these things. Hey, we're saying that thing that everybody else says. Wah! Which I will give if you're under 10, I'll give it to you. That's fine. We have far too many trends that come along like that 35-year-olds are. Hey, I'm saying that thing.
Well, we just did it.
Yeah. That's a lot. What did I do?
What?
We just did what? We're
I
commenting.
said we just did it. We're 30.
We're commenters. We're commentating on the
No, I'm just saying
passing parade.
George and I just did it. After you said 6 or 7, we're like 6, 7.
Yeah, that's because you were trying to. I'd like to think you're trying to nudge me into some good material because you're thinking about the show.
Oh,
that's the way I'm taking it. Was I wrong?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I got a drunk guy who left an open mic. He's not very happy.
Yeah.
What happened?
I can't even decipher it.
What did you do to him?
I can decipher. He wants me to. He thinks I'm a nihilist.
Yeah. Calls you a pothead, too.
Did he call me? I didn't even catch that
Right.
part. Well, listen, this guy's inebriated to the gills.
I think we all could get together and say, we know you don't care. It's not do. Your nihilism is only upstaged by your narcissism. And you try to leave in the basement.
Pothead. So,
try to live in the basement.
Narcissists are usually pretty public with their narcissism, aren't they? I don't know for a fact. I'm not a psychologist.
Typically, yes.
The two things usually don't go together, that you never come out of your basement and you're a narcissist. I don't think. Maybe you'll be a narcissist who enjoys your own company, maybe. Which, I don't necessarily fall out of that category.
I don't. At the beginning of that open mic, were those words? I mean, were
Let's
those,
hear
were
it
those
again.
grunts?
Let's see.
I mean,
Autumn's a grammarologist. She'll
Yeah, I'll
tell
tell
you.
you.
Okay, here we go.
I think we all could get together and say, we know you don't care.
You don't care.
It's not do.
Snot do.
Snot do.
Your nihilism is only
Snot
upstaged by your narcissism. And
That's a couple of big N words.
you try to leave in the basement.
Watch out.
Body.
I feel like that's more grunting than words, though.
He's mumbling.
It's all right. He was busy driving. He had had a few.
It reminds
Got
me.
to concentrate on the road.
Is he driving?
He reminds me of.
He's a passenger.
Did an interview with Larry Flint in the mid-'90s. Kind of sounded like
It
that.
does sound like Larry Flint.
Let's hear if he's driving during this.
Okay, one more time.
I feel bad. If he's not drunk, that just means we're making fun of somebody who wasn't drunk, and that's not very nice. But it's not as if he's being
Well, if you're going
kind.
to leave it open mic, I mean, at least make
Yeah.
sure we can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I got it. I'm a
I think we
nihilist.
all could get together and say that. But no, you don't care.
Yeah, that word. Go back. Start again. All get together, and it's the word after that.
He says like decided.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, decided maybe.
I think we all could
Guys?
get together and say that. But no, you don't care.
Yeah.
I do not do.
Well, that janitor you dated.
We all.
Nihilism is
Does it seem
only.
like we've gathered?
What I like is the idea that people got together to debate this, and this is their conclusion.
Yes, they've all come
Yeah.
together and they were like, "Hey, guy, you
Yeah.
be the spokesman. You be the mouth."
Well,
for
I
this
think
thing.
during it was
Guy.
it was such a long meeting, they forgot how much they were drinking before they came to their conclusion. That's all. And after a meeting like that, you do have to make a public statement, and I guess this guy was the soberest one around.
My personality is now debated. You said it.
Sir, are you half rooster or half? What kind of- is that like a chicken? Or are you a bird?
I think we all could get together and say that.
I think we're all
But no,
good
you don't
together in the
care.
slightest.
I
We
do
know you
not
don't
do.
care.
Your nihilism is only upstaged by your narcissism.
Okay, we get it.
All right, Jared. Now play it backwards and let's see what he's
Oh,
really.
there's any difference whatsoever.
He's like, I love you, the devil. You are the devil.
It would be great. It's
Pothead jerk.
Oh yeah, and he's actually a big fan. Big fan of
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
I think you're smart.
Greg is my favorite.
Greg's my favorite.
How long will it take you to do that? The audience.
All
is
right, here we
sitting
go.
Around.
10
Ready?
seconds.
You know, she happened to be on house.
Oh!
No difference.
Was this laundry out? Yeah, stuff. Yeah, was it?
I heard him say you're
Still
strong.
laundry.
Yeah.
And you're my favorite.
Vietnam shop.
And Vietnam?
Vietnam
What
shot.
do you under? Yeah, there 8 o'clock. You will.
It's 8
6
o'clock.
8 o'clock. And Hail Satan, I think at the very
Oh,
end.
that's what I heard.
I think I heard you're welcome there, didn't I?
You will.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
You're
Well, you find out what a person's really thinking when you play the audio backward. I think we all understand this.
You're welcome, Vietnam shot.
So I'm a nihilist. That should be our new thing. We'll put it on the billboards if we ever get another one. Von Hessler, nihilist pothead. Who wouldn't tune in? Who
for
wouldn't tune
drive
into
time.
that? This is a pothead with a lot of self-confidence.
In the basement.
How could it go wrong?
In your basement.
Pothead.
In Vietnam.
This is bizarre. Trump last night.
Oh, something weird happened with
Media. Trump fires off over 160 Truth Social posts in a frenetic late night blitz. Now, most of these he was just pushing along. He was
retruthing.
What do they call it there? Retruthing.
I think retruthing.
A couple of them he wrote, but this is from Mediaite.
Mediaite.
Less than 5 hours. A wild spectacle that saw him teeing off on political opponents and policies from 7 p.m. last night to nearly midnight. He reposted an endless stream of clips, some of which were duplicated in what appeared to be an automatic loop, amplifying, of course, MAGA-friendly stuff. Why wouldn't he? So the torrent swung between nostalgia, including a Make Christmas Again video featuring Trump's cameo in Home Alone 2, and a parade of attacks on his usual Democratic targets. And then there was this weird one, a clip of Alex Jones featuring Bed Bath & Beyond founder Patrick Byrne. Do we blame him for their bankruptcy? I don't know. He may have sold out.
Yeah, he did a lot of weird. Well, I don't know if it's that one, but there was
Yeah.
a Bed Bath & Beyond CEO that did some weird things.
Weird stuff?
Yeah, like turned off the air conditioning in a bunch of stores.
Yeah, well, you got to save money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Penny
then
here,
it's like,
penny
look how much
there.
money I made for the company.
Not weird stuff like those guys who ran Abercrombie and Fitch.
Maybe not that weird.
Okay.
Great catalog.
But so the
They knew
bizarre,
how to sell.
It's a video that carried this caption: Michelle Obama may have used Biden's auto pen in the final days of his disastrous administration to pardon key individuals. Is there any evidence of that whatsoever? And a lot of the stuff about the auto pen orders and how they can be nullified. Stop thinking about that. They're not. They're not. They're not. Stop wasting your time on that. Everything that was signed by an auto pen, it's going to go through. It's going to stay that way. We don't unpardon people in this country. Hey, yeah, you were pardoned, but now you're not. So, if you're thinking about that, I got an idea. Just stop. Everything the auto pen wrote is going to stand long after you and I are dead. So just stop thinking about it.
When we came up with the idea for Clark's Christmas Kids 35 years ago, I told myself we were going to help every foster child across the state. But we need your help. To find out how you can make a child's Christmas wishes come true, visit WSBRadio.com.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. My dad, Mike. Dad, what's the all-time best Christmas gift?
Diamond studs. Everybody needs a pair.
And ours don't break the bank. Real diamonds set in gold from just $275. And with D. Geller & Son's lifetime upgrade, get 100% of what you paid towards a bigger pair anytime for life.
We also have diamond jackets for $5.95 that go around the studs to instantly change the look.
So come spend the holidays with the experts at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you have created a 20-question guide that asks the pointed, sometimes uncomfortable questions about where you stand in retirement. And you have to ask yourself, who is your guide?
That's right. Who is your guide? We sometimes think of retirement as like a mountain that you need to climb. And if you're going to ascend the mountain, it's important that you have a guide that has been there before, who has helped other people accomplish the same task. And we've seen that this is so important. There's so much value in the financial planning world. But if you don't know what's accessible, if you don't know what questions to ask, if you don't know what kind of value you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying, oftentimes you don't get it. So we created this guide to ask those questions and really point you in the direction of the type of service, the type of value that you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying if you're engaging a professional money manager or financial planner.
All right, so Matt, how can we get our hands on this 20-question guide?
We want to make it as simple as possible. So you can call us at 770-280-1488. All you have to do is tell the representative that you're looking for our 20-question guide. You can also go to our homepage, retireatlradio.com. You can send us a note there. Just let us know you're looking for the guide. We don't need your email address. You don't have to create an account. You know, it's not protected by some kind of paywall. This is something we want to provide to you for free so that you can know, am I getting value for the fees that I'm paying? It's complimentary, created by us here at the Vincent Financial Group. Again, 770-280-1488. Ask for the guide, or you can go to retireatlradio.com.
770-280-1488. or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every Sunday right here on WSB.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey friends, have you filed an insurance claim for a roof replacement only to be denied? Are you not sure what to do? You're not alone. Dr. Roof here to help. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Dr. Roof specializes in reviewing the storm damage and getting your roof replaced. They've been around for over 37 years and can help you with all of your options. Don't settle for a denied or partial insurance claim. Get the roof you deserve with Dr. Roof. Online at drroof.com.
forgot a very important aspect of the story about Trump between 7 p.m. and midnight last night, firing off 160 Truth Socials. So who knows when he goes to sleep? He stops posting at 160. Most of them were retruthing or reposting, whatever you call it. And who knows if he went to sleep. Maybe he fell asleep immediately. Maybe he just does it until he just like, and then he's out. So maybe when he stopped posting is right when he went to sleep. But by 5:30 in the morning, he was back at it. And I think he posted something about how Truth Social is just the greatest.
It's the best. I love it. It's the best. It's way better than X.
And all those others.
Yeah, and the other ones.
Now, last night, I thought I was going to go home and settle in, watch a little Monday Night Football. You know, I'm a Bills fan. I was hoping maybe the Giants would jump up and give us a little present and perhaps defeat those darned Patriots. But, man, oh, man, that didn't happen. Early on, I tuned in. It was like 10-3 with like 2 minutes had passed in the game. And I said, well, I don't have to do this to myself. I can go off and actually enjoy my evening, which is what I did. And they just crushed them. But then this morning I woke up and found out that Younghoe Koo, who was just such a great kicker for the Falcons for so long until he fell off a cliff. Boy, he really fell off a cliff last night.
Yes, he did.
He was going to attempt a field goal, and he kicked the ground. He missed the ball completely.
47-yard try now by Younghoe Koo, and he stumbled. Gillen gets swallowed up. Patriots ball. Whoops.
Whoops.
I feel embarrassing.
That's them showing the replay there at the end.
So the holder had to just pick it up and just go get massacred. Lost about 10 or 12 yards.
I've seen a lot of NFL games.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that.
He physically kicked the field.
He kicked the field. You could see it. He kicked the field.
That one.
I guess
flip.
he did stumble.
Yeah,
and
I think he slipped in some way, and then
he
it like messed off his aim,
Yeah.
messed up his aim.
But I mean, I've never
Still
seen it.
crazy.
It has to have happened in NFL history. I've just never seen it. I know that there was a period of time when I was in my 20s, I decided I was going to try to learn how to play golf. And quite often, I ended up, chipping the grass rather than actually hitting the ball. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Except on Monday Night Football with everybody watching. I can't imagine he's going to have a job. I don't know. How many kickers are left out there?
I think Justin Tucker is still available.
Yeah, but he's going to be in all kinds of trouble. I don't know. Like, isn't he like...
The Saints interviewed him. I guess tried him out for a little bit last week, but
his
then
problem
didn't
is
sign
he's got
him.
all these women saying that he assaulted them. So it's kind of hard to bring. The problem is you bring a kicker in. Let me tell you something as a coach. You don't want to spend 15 minutes of a press conference talking about your kicker.
Yeah.
And if you bring a kicker in who is currently accused by 15 women, same thing as the, why am I blanking on the Cleveland quarterback?
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yeah.
Right.
His was like 60 women. Justin Marks is like 15 or 20.
Where
I
is
think.
Deshaun now?
He's still in Cleveland, but he's hurt.
Okay.
He tore his ACL before the season started. His Achilles. Excuse me.
I feel like right now they'd put him in.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, why not? At this point, you're paying him. It's not like you're over that whole sexual. So you can't really bring a kicker in that's got that going on. Quarterback who you think might do something for you, yeah, the coach will take those, deal with that at a press conference. A kicker, I got 800 questions about because he's being accused of sexual assault. No, we're not going to bring that into the building.
Weirdly, when I saw that moment with Younghoe Koo yesterday, it did kind of make me feel good as a Falcons fan because I'm like, oh, good, we got rid of him before that.
Yeah,
because it would have been with the Falcons, and that moment would have happened, and then we would have been the laughing stock of the league, and I'm like, okay, thank goodness that didn't happen with us.
Things are so bad for the Giants, I don't even know that anybody's noticing.
Yeah,
for a laughing stock situation. But hey, this is not a sports show. I don't need to go on and on about Monday Night Football. Just because I thought the Giants might do me a favor.
I watched the Manning cast last night. They were funny.
Eli.
You see that, Eli? He kicked the ground.
Danny DeVito was on with them and had some funny moments.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito was on.
Can we find how they responded to that moment somewhere down the line?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, maybe a little more than oops, what you got out of
Well,
Joe
maybe
Buck.
Eli said that.
Oh, oops.
Oh, you don't think Eli's intelligent? Is that it?
No, but
You
he's
think
not.
he's the dumb brother? What's going on? What do you think he's the?
He's the less.
He's won as many Super Bowls as
entertaining, less entertaining of the two.
Really?
I think Peyton has he can act, he can
Yeah.
do bits and stuff.
Eli, well, listen, Eli started that whole thing with the fake kicker, and now that's its own series.
Oh,
Remember
the
he
fake
did
quarterback.
that,
Yeah.
He did the
yeah,
prank.
yeah.
No, I thought it was a fake. I thought
No,
when he did it, it was a fake kicker.
He was a fake
Yeah, he was a
quarterback.
quarterback.
Was he? Okay.
He wore that fake nose.
Chad Powers. I
Chad
think.
Powers.
Yeah.
And now, isn't that like a mini series
Yeah, it's
or
got
something on one
Glenn,
of the streamers?
Glenn Powell is the star of that now.
That's Eli's acting right there. He's got a show going. Would you like to apologize to all the Mannings?
No.
Maybe Cooper.
Just to Arch.
Just to Arch.
Yeah.
Well, that's Tim's favorite is Arch.
Yeah. No, I like the dad.
Yeah.
Patriarch.
Archie, oh, you don't even remember Archie. When I was growing up, my mother loved Archie Manning. I don't know why.
Because he was good.
New Orleans was terrible.
Terrible team. But
Oh, my goodness, they were terrible. The whole time he was there, New Orleans was like the worst team in the league forever. When I first started watching football in the early 70s, the Saints were like a non-team. But they had this great quarterback.
Yeah, they were a joke.
My mother loved him. How did they know he was that great if they kept losing everything? I wonder what their records were back then. Look up New Orleans Saints regular season records 1970 to 1975.
It'd be nice.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, where else did he play? Did he leave and go
I
somewhere
think he was there the whole time, unless there was something at the very end of his career. But I'm realizing this is not a sports show, and so I'm done talking
Well,
about
Autumn
this.
keeps bringing us back to
Well,
it.
you
It's
know.
Autum's fault.
I'm sorry.
That's the way. That's the way.
So
it always
invested
is.
in sports.
The way of the donut. You know, the sausages try to bring it to other things. The donuts are always going to bring us back to sports.
She literally kept, putting in her Slack channel. Hey, let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
Young Wei Koo. Hey, did you see that hit on Jackson Dart? I mean, that was
Yeah,
ridiculous,
that
right?
hit- That hit wasn't that bad.
He played for the Oilers and the Vikings for a while.
At the very end, I would imagine.
Yeah. 84.
What?
Yeah, he played his last
Okay,
season
he was.
84.
I think he was in a wheelchair in that last season. I mean, come on.
So you were asking what's his record?
What was the record for
while he
of
was
the
on
Saints? No, just for the Saints, like 1970 to 1975, just their regular season records. I can't remember. Did they win 7 games a year? I just remember them just not being a team that you even thought of. Now the Falcons stunk back then too.
Yes, we did.
But I didn't put them in the category in my little kid brain as I did with the Saints. We'll find it a little bit later.
Never had a winning season.
He never
It
did.
looks like, no.
Well, he wouldn't have if he was with the New Orleans Saints at that point.
From 70 to 75, 20, 60, and 4.
They won 20, lost 60, tied 4 times. Those 4 probably felt like victories.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Maybe you haven't heard about us. We're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless has you paying for more data than you might need. Why? They might want you to cover the costs of younger people who do use all that data. If you're not using the data, you're probably being used. We've heard time and time again that some Big Wireless customers get stuck paying hundreds and even thousands more for years and years because they think it's hard to switch. Not with us. It takes just about 20 minutes and you can change your plan anytime without extra charges. We use the same towers as the big guys, so you'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Our plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. When your garage door stops working, trust A1 to get you moving again fast. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, it's day 2 of an intense manhunt for the escaped inmate from Rockdale County considered armed and dangerous.
Timothy Shane fled a mental health check at Grady, stole an SUV, and took off with valuable contraband on board.
He stole a firearm from the vehicle.
He later stole another car, drove it to Henry County, and then traveled by Uber to a house in Rockdale County. There, the trail goes cold. Rockdale Sheriff's Deputy Billy Burrell says they want to hear from you if you spot him.
If they're in Rockdale County, call 911 to get additional units to that location.
Shane is a 52-year-old white male, 5'9", with a buzz cut, possibly still wearing a red hoodie and dark pants. Graham Cale, 95.5 WSB.
And the inmate's photo is posted at WSBradio.com. It is 46 degrees in Atlanta, clearing out tonight, but turning much colder. How much does it warm up tomorrow afternoon? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Happening now, a homicide investigation in Gwinnett County. A man and a woman are found dead in a home on Clearwater Place in Lawrenceville. Gwinnett police are on the scene now. Investigators are working to determine how they died. A project to increase green space along the Chattahoochee River is getting another boost.
The Trust for Public Land says they finalized the acquisition of more than a half mile of riverfront property to expand Campbellton Park in the city of Chattahoochee Hills. Trust for Public Land State Director George Dusenberry says this is a key addition to their overall goal.
At the end of the day, we want a continuous green space that extends all the way from Buford Dam down to Chattahoochee Bend State Park.
The land purchase was made possible through a partnership with the city and a nearly $2 million Department of Natural Resources grant. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia lawmakers look for ways to make higher education in the state more affordable. A state Senate committee recommends creating a needs-based financial aid program. Committee Chair, State Senator Nan Orrock, says the Hope Scholarship is not enough.
People are still left with $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000 gap to fill some other way.
The report finds a needs-based program would cost the state more than $126 million for more than 98,000 students. A new tool in Atlanta helps the Postal Service deal with extra volume during the busy holiday season. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
That's the sound of a new single induction package sorter machine that was unveiled at the Postal Service's Atlanta Local Processing Center. The machine can process up to 4,500 packages in an hour. Tiffany Rowland with the Postal Service.
In total, it's 177 zip codes that's processed within this building. And so the machine breaks it down to each particular location. It's less processing that happens at the local post offices.
And she says that in the end will speed up delivery times. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Cobb County is waiving penalties for local business owners overdue on their business license renewal. Cobb Community Development Director Jessica Gwynn says some business owners simply don't realize they need a license.
We're here to help. We're not here to make it rain penalties and interest. We definitely are here to help and want people to be successful in business in the county.
You'll still have to pay the $55 license fee. The amnesty program runs through December 31st. New data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows fewer than half of U.S. households in 2025 were made up of married couples. That's a big shift from 50 years ago when nearly 2/3 were married. The data also shows in 1975, more than half of married couple households included their own children under age 18. This year, that number has fallen to 37%. If you want to see Christmas lights and don't know where to go, Cobb EMS has a new map of incredible light displays in the county.
It all started when Chris Delaney's little boy wanted to know where Christmas light fight-worthy houses like those on TV were in Cobb County. His mom gathered Cobb EMC colleagues to go on a light safari to find out, and then
we created this very cute old-timey map that gives you the address of all the homes that are on our service lines that are really spectacular.
The map can be downloaded from the Cobb EMC site, and you can vote for your favorite home. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
There's a kickoff event tonight at 6 o'clock at Cobb EMC headquarters. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Starting off the afternoon rush hour with trouble near Truist Park, Bill. It's a stall second right lane, 75 north at I-285 exit 259. You're already slow back toward the Chattahoochee River before Cumberland Boulevard. Once you get past that, look out for a crash with Georgia State Patrol assisting it on the left shoulder, 75 north past North Marietta Parkway. 400 northbound, that earlier trouble spot in Buckhead between Lennox and Glenridge is cleared. 85 northbound, those brake lights are starting to fill in toward Norcross from I-285 up to Indian Trail Road. Checking the ride through downtown Atlanta with the help of Stephanie Stallworth.
All right, we'll start out the northbound side. You're backing down right around University, up towards an earlier issue off on the shoulder there, top of the Grady curve. Southbound side, it's on the brakes coming in on 85 from Georgia 400, 75 from near north side, and take you all the way down towards the I-20 interchange. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies with areas of drizzle for this evening, but becoming mostly clear overnight, lows in the low 30s. Tomorrow, sunshine with a few clouds passing by, high 51. Becoming mostly cloudy on Thursday with a few isolated rain showers, highs in the upper 40s.
Right now it's 44 in Roswell, 50 in Covington, and 45 in Palmetto. More news at 4:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a man who is synonymous with two things: happy retirees and the marimba. He's an unbelievable player. Am I saying that word right? Marimba?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Think about the...
I'm sure I've heard it.
I guess in my head you would think it's a xylophone.
Okay.
It's basically a wooden... I don't really even know what a xylophone is.
Is it made of bones or something?
It's
Is that
made
why
of
it's not a
wood.
xylophone?
Bit of wood.
Okay.
And it's a percussion slash... It has the same keyboard as a piano.
Right, but it's percussive.
It's a little of both.
Okay,
How
look
about
at that.
How
So
about
a
that?
xylophone is...
Is a piano a percussive instrument? Because you are hitting those chords.
Well, that's a good question. George
Yeah.
Clark, look it up. But so it sounds to me like a xylophone is like it's made of like metal,
metal-ish.
metal.
That's
and
what
this
I would
is-
think.
And this is a marimba is a wooden version
With
of a
steel
xylophone.
It's got a great tone. I believe marimba was the original one of the iPhone rings.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. So there's pipes underneath it.
Yeah. That's an advanced marimba.
Okay.
I'd say that's more
This
of
is
an
beyond us.
That's an orchestral marimba.
We're not talking about that.
We're talking about lower school marimba.
Chamber music.
Elementary school.
Elementary.
And my kid, Lynn, came to me today and said, look, our 9-year-old's behind in the marimba, and they've got a concert coming up.
Yeah.
And
you don't want to be embarrassed because you'd have to be in the audience.
And she was like, can you just help him through? These kids are doing checkoffs every week, and he hasn't been doing any of that.
Right.
And
Too busy with the football.
He's starting to get a little paranoid. And I said, we'll learn the marimba tonight. It's
in
not
one
going
night.
to be hard.
Tonight is the night, or was it last night?
As soon as I'm done this, I have a dinner that I have to go to.
Yeah.
Between this and the dinner, I'm going to go teach him the marimba.
And then while you're at the dinner, it's like you practice. And
You
then I'll come
practice.
home and, if you want the belt to stay where in my loops, I hear.
What is it, 1950?
You're
going to learn that marimba.
Listen, this is what Joe Jackson did, and he ended up with the Jackson 5. I'm
Now,
just saying.
In full disclosure, I've never played the marimba.
But you've played the keyboards,
Of
and
course.
it's the same scale.
It's the same scale. Just watched a YouTube video.
That's all you need.
And that's all I need.
That's
right. right. Do You you have have a marimba in your house? Yes. You bought a marimba? No. It's just like a rental. borrowed school marimba.
Yeah, it's
all
a
the
rental.
all the kids get it.
Yes.
And he needs to play a little catch up, and we're going to do that.
That's right.
Coming at the bottom of the half hour.
And when is that? Is it like a Christmas show that they're going to be doing?
Yeah.
All right.
There's been a couple of those early morning. It's amazing. These schools, you get out of.
It's
after Thanksgiving. It's like, your kid needs to be at school. It's 7 a.m. to do practice for this concert that you're going to come to.
Well,
in 3
December
weeks.
is essentially
By the way, they'll do it like on a Sunday when your favorite team is playing. Boy, it used to drive
Sunday
me
at
crazy.
1.
You should drive me crazy. Both of my kids were in band and all that. It just drive me crazy. What are we doing here? What are we doing here at 1 o'clock on a Sunday? Are there any men who run this?
Trying to be great.
Why are we not here on Friday night when there are no games?
It's Friday Night Lights. What are you talking
Well,
about?
Such
listen.
a bad way to look at it. But
It
is there
is.
ever? I would say
I was missing the Falcons and the Bills losing at that point. And that's my Sunday ritual. I sit down and watch the Falcons and the Bills lose. More so then than now.
When you're a parent, I would say I'd love to know the ratio of parents that are excited about a practice. Because at some point, you sign your kids up for all these things and everyone's excited. And then about a quarter of the way through, it's, oh, wait, you have practice again tonight?
Oh, man.
Just put them in a Waymo.
If I have to hear, oh, yeah, take your marimba and a Waymo. And,
oh, wait, you have practice on Sunday at 7?
yeah, I did that with a trumpet and a saxophone with 2 different kids. Yeah.
Do they still play away?
Yeah, they're very good musicians, actually. Yeah. But, you know, they
the
didn't
trumpet
start...
and the sax?
Yeah, well, they're different ages, but, yeah, the trumpet...
Do they still play?
They're both very good musicians.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
They play together.
No kidding.
But do they still play?
I don't think that's really. Yeah, I was asked that question just a moment ago.
Do they play?
Yes, they do.
Meaning, like, do they have a little band where they get together?
They get together and play together quite often. They love.
cool.
They're good musicians. But they weren't when they started. I can tell you this. They weren't when they started.
Practice harder back then.
And when you live in an apartment
Practice
complex,
makes progress.
and you know, one kid is starting the trumpet. That annoys the neighbors.
Oh yeah, Ellie had a trumpet and Pete has a cello.
A cello.
That's tough.
Wow.
A cello.
He's the only one that can carry it.
I lived with a couple for a while in the mid '80s, and the wife was going to Eastman School of Music. She was the oboe. That was her instrument, and so she would be practicing the oboe all the time. I felt like I was in a Frankenstein movie. Upstairs. Like, okay,
yeah, the oboe just on its own is.
Yeah, it's a very listen. It's a wonderful thing inside of an orchestra. All right, you are here to talk about the economy,
The ins and outs of music.
the ins and outs of young orchestras.
Yeah.
But you know, when you go to these things, and if the orchestra is not all that great, if the kids are really young, there's 2 types of parents. And I have to say that I think because I do what I do for a living, I have this thing that says I have to respect the stage. I don't care who's on the stage. I can't be talking loudly when somebody's on the stage. And there was one thing. My son was at one place that really took the music stuff seriously. It was quite impressive. Then he went to another place where they didn't really care. And a lot of the kids were just terrible. And we were doing a Christmas concert once. And all the parents around me started making jokes, how terrible it was. And, of course, it was terrible. But I could not do that. But I don't care if they're 8 years old. I don't care. I have to respect the stage. I simply can't.
Well, you're an artist, and you know it's not an easy thing.
Not an easy thing, especially when you're 7 and you don't know how to play the instrument they have you up there playing Jingle Bells with. But, listen, that's not what we're here to
Well, you
talk
just
about.
start throwing tomatoes and booing. And...
Yeah. It's all the jokes and everything. And I was like, they thought they could include me. It's like, well, no, I'm going to respect the stage.
The business owner never scolds one for starting a business.
That's right. And, they suck, but let's be respectful. That's my kind of thought process. All right, what do we have going on in the economy for this Wes Moss, who is I have a question about Bitcoin. Do you understand Bitcoin?
Sure. Well, no, I don't.
Does anyone?
I don't know if anybody does. I mean, I do own some Bitcoin. I do follow the price. I've seen the price action over the last month or so. It had its worst day ever. Well, no, not ever, but it had its worst day since March. Yesterday,
down 30% from the peak.
Today, Bitcoin I think was up a little bit. Yeah, actually, Bitcoin recovered a fair amount. It's at $91,000 approximately, $91,000 per Bitcoin. What's interesting about the system, and again, the conversation about what Bitcoin is. We know it's a digital currency. It's got this distributed network.
There's only so many of them possible. There'll never be more.
And you can still mine for them, by the way. I actually met with someone the other day who had mined Bitcoin.
I wish I had mined it in the beginning.
And so he actually didn't have any basis for it, meaning like he didn't even pay for it. I said, well, what'd you pay for your Bitcoin?
You pay energy. See, here's the thing. The reason, the way that it's set up is there's only so much that can be mined. And the way that how do you make that scarce? And this is all done through algorithmic math problems and whatever. The problems keep getting more and more difficult and take more energy to the point where supposedly the amount of energy that you would use per Bitcoin wouldn't work out for you.
Well, again, this was someone who did it, let's call it 15 years ago.
Well, that's what I wish I did.
So you have almost no basis and worth millions of dollars. But my point here, I think this is what's interesting, is that there is a lot of leverage in the system, meaning that there are, depending on what metrics you're looking at, there's in some cases 100, 200, 500x leverage in the system of people borrowing money to then go buy Bitcoin. And there are what are called leveraged ETFs, so that you can buy a basket of Bitcoin or a basket of stocks. So there's a lot. These are easy to find, and they move double, triple, quadruple whatever the asset does in any given day. They're called leveraged ETFs.
So leverage simply means that you have borrowed to buy the asset.
Right. Think about it. You have $1, but you borrow $3, and you now have $4 to buy the asset. So if it goes up by 10%, it's a huge win because you now have it's on a much larger number. The problem with leverage is that when it goes the other direction, and then you quickly get in trouble. And that's part of why I think we've seen this downdraft in Bitcoin, is that there's so much leverage in the system. It's become a more popular asset. You can own it in different ways now with financial products. So it's allowed there to be more leverage in the system. And when you see price action go lower, it oftentimes will create forced selling because people have borrowed.
Yeah.
And then that creates even more selling, and that may be what we're seeing. This massive volatility.
That actually answers a question I didn't ask, because I was wondering. I thought that Bitcoin and all of these digital currencies were not supposed to move in tandem with our economy. I thought they were supposed to be something different, a hedge. And to see it like, oh, the market had a bad day, Bitcoin went down. In my mind, I thought it was going to be like the way I consider gold. Like, if the market's having a bad day, then Bitcoin will go. But now Bitcoin is such a part of the market, it's like just another stock almost.
It's very tied into right now, and this, I think it goes through different phases, but it's now very correlated with the NASDAQ. Right. It's correlated to technology companies. There's really not necessarily a rhyme or reason for that. I mean, there's a phase where it was supposed to be a currency. Yeah. And it's still a currency, but it moves, and it's as volatile as a technology stock.
All right, let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says 75 North is slow passing Truist Park.
And hopefully going to get better. Good afternoon, Eric. We had a stall in a center lane, 75 northbound, right at I-285, exit 259. Hero and police held a few right lanes, scooted that puppy to the right shoulder. You're still slow back toward Mount Perrin Road, but the closer you get up to 285 in Truist Park, that should improve. Only to slow again up in Marietta, right lane stall, 75 northbound at North Marietta Parkway, exit number 265. If you take 75 south to 285 south, that 285 south ride is on the brakes through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20, the West Freeway. How's 285 looking over there in DeKalb County, Stephanie Stallworth?
We'll start with that inner loop ride, Alex, 285 east and south, trying to get from Georgia 400 Sandy Springs down through Clarkston, picking up some volume for you now as you head down past 85 and down through the Highway 78 region. Northbound, not too bad, had a little bit of slowdown just approaching the I-20 interchange. This report is brought to you by Blindster. Blindster's Cyber Week sale is here. Save up to 50% now on all custom blinds, guaranteed to fit and priced lower than big box stores. Hurry, this sale ends soon. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
No other exterior project changes how every room in your home looks and feels, inside and out, like new windows.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. We offer a wide selection of window styles, materials, and features for energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality, like windows.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
The holidays are here, friends, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping the buy one, get one deals every week. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. Check out the BOGO deals before you shop, by the way. Expert tip. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. My favorite experience at Publix are the BOGOs. Free item must be of equal or lesser value, of course. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Our team's 2025 study of retirees found that happy retirees are 2 times more likely versus unhappy retirees to simply have a written retirement plan. Just think, maybe it'll double your likelihood of happiness by simply taking an hour to sit down and put pen to paper. If you'd like a financial advisor to help you tackle the trickier questions that need answers, reach out to our team at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning is bringing the gift of clean this season with our holiday sale. Schedule today and get carpet cleanings at just $40 per room. Plus, when you schedule 3 rooms or more, add a flight of stairs for just $1. Using our non-toxic ZR water, Zerorez cleans better than soaps and leaves 0 residue behind. Hurry, appointments are filling fast, so mention WSB Radio to get your cleaning at just $40 per room. Schedule online at ZerorezAtlanta.com.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned, still no contracts, and still offering monitoring from just $16.95 a month.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
I was trying to make a good point there, but now we're back on the air.
Well.
All right, what is going on? First of all, Wes Moss. Let people know how they can get more Wes Moss.
Well, it's easy to do so at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR, yourwealth.com. That's where I am, our team, etc.
And you'll find all the other places where you are, including right here on WSB on Sundays.
9 to 11.
So what is going on with the poverty line? There's an idea here that the poverty line is too low. What is it now? $31,000 a year? That's represents the poverty line.
Yeah. So
that
again,
it should be higher at this point.
This was a Substack article that for an economic article, I would call it viral, and it got picked up by a bunch of different outlets, and there's a bunch of controversy around it. And here's essentially what the author is saying: is that what we've been using as a ruler to measure poverty in America is very antiquated and outdated. The official poverty line now is right around $32,000. That number is based on a 1963 formula that assumed families spent a third of their money on food. And today, we only spend about 5 or 6% of our total budget on average on food. The rest, housing, healthcare, childcare, has really exploded. But we're still using that same basic measure. And
so that measure would say you should be able to afford childcare, but you can't, because really, in reality, that is making you impoverished because maybe you got a couple kids and they're going into
it's like paying for a mortgage for a lot of my friends that have kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
it's
insane
expensive,
how expensive it
but
is.
it's not worked into your overall status.
So the author then went back and he actually went to the MIT has a cost of living database where they are measuring what people spend money on in a very particular, very analytical way. And he went back and calculated what it really should be, knowing that back then, 60 years ago, it maybe made sense because we did spend about a third of our money on food. Today, because that's such a low number, he looked at what the average cost would be in any different county in the United States, and he gave a couple of examples. In Lynchburg, Virginia, which is a relatively average, not a high-cost place, he argued that the poverty line should be somewhere around $90,000. Again, this is for a family of 4, 2 parents, 2 kids, in a place like Essex County, New Jersey, where he was from. He said it should be $140,000, and that's why you can tell this was super controversial.
Yeah.
People said you're crazy.
Yeah,
but if you look at the metrics, it is really eye-opening to see if you have 2 kids and you want 2 people to be working. The cost of those kids to go to daycare is tremendous.
So the idea is, I think, with his thing is to fill up that what is a third of what we spend our money on now as opposed to 1962.
That's another way to look at it.
Yeah. So, well, that's
interesting concept.
Food for thought, as they say.
Yeah, but Wes, I mean, 1 out of 10 Americans are millionaires. What are you talking about? There's no word.
It's almost 20%. It's 18% of Americans have a net worth of $1 million or more.
But I'll tell you what, man, $1 million ain't what it used to be. Do everybody agree? Is everybody behind me? Where'd everybody go? It's not what it used to be.
Oh, it's still unattainable for most of us.
Well, that makes me feel good inside. Thank you, Wes Moss. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 75 in Marietta.
Yeah, it says stalled out pickup truck, Eric, 75 northbound at North Marietta Parkway, exit 265 in the right lane. No help with it yet. That's just adding to pressure on 75 northbound for those heading up toward 575 in Kennesaw. Over in DeKalb County, 20 eastbound, getting a little slower through that work zone, 20 eastbound between 285 and exit 71 Panola Road. How's I-20 looking over on the west side, Stephanie Stallworth?
West Freeway, getting some waves of volume on the wet or damp pavement as you travel 20 west, leaving 285 off and on towards Lithia Springs area. 20 eastbound, your inbound ride. That runs well out of Douglasville. You're getting a little brake tap now approaching Riverside Parkway, exit 46 off and on towards I-285. This report brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
If your basement shows any signs of water damage, AquaGuard Foundation Solutions can help. They'll find the permanent solution your basement and crawl space needs to stay dry year-round. Visit AquaGuard.net for a free inspection today. Remember the name. AquaGuard.
It's the most magical time of the year. At Shane Company, we're feeling grateful for you. Since 1929, throughout 4 generations as a family business, we always put our customers first. My team and I handpick only the most beautiful diamonds and gemstones, ensure our jewelry is crafted with care, and provide an unmatched free lifetime warranty because we're in it for life too. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Arum here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
If your home smells musty and moldy, don't wait. Moisture and mold not only produce that old home smell, it can even weaken your home's foundation. At American Crawl Space Solutions, we stop the problem at its source. From encapsulation and waterproofing to mold remediation and foundation repair, we give you the right solution without high-pressure sales tactics. Get peace of mind with American Crawl Space Solutions, your best value in crawl space repair.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
2 homes, same street, same layout, but one had an orchard sign and sold for a whole lot more. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and here's why that matters. The first seller went the traditional route. Weeks of showings, price drops, frustration. In the end, they settled for less. The second seller chose Orchard and got ahead. Their agent knew what buyers wanted, made smart upgrades, and marketed the home like a pro. It sold fast and for top dollar. And here's the kicker. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller had already moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No last-minute cleanings, no strangers walking through during dinner, no stress. You're not stuck. You don't have to wait. You can move now and still sell for more. Start your free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
At Coosa Valley Credit Union, we don't sacrifice customer service for technology. That's why we offer all the modern banking tools you expect with the friendly, caring service you deserve. This is Andy Harris, and at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you really can have both. We're local, we're kind, and we're here for you.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, a man and a woman are found dead in a home in Lawrenceville.
Officers responded to a welfare check call at a home on the 400 block of Clearwater Place.
Corporal Ryan Winderweedle with Gwinnett Police says they are working to learn the circumstances.
Homicide investigators are not looking for anybody outstanding. Preliminarily, they believe it to be isolated between the two individuals inside of
the medical examiner will determine the cause of death. It is 46 degrees in Atlanta, cloudy and cold this evening. How much does it warm up tomorrow afternoon? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Police across Metro Atlanta are helping in the manhunt for the Rockdale County inmate who escaped from Grady Hospital. 52-year-old Timothy Shane was taken to the hospital for a mental exam. Rockdale County Sheriff's Lieutenant Billy Burrell says Shane has stolen at least 2 cars and a gun.
We believe that he is still in possession of that firearm. So accompanied with his criminal history, that's why we're considering him armed and dangerous.
An Uber dropped Shane off at a residence in Rockdale County, but he was not there. We posted Shane's photo at WSBradio.com, and anyone with information should contact the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. DeKalb County Police are releasing new pictures in hopes of identifying the suspect responsible for killing a young woman celebrating her birthday during a car meetup. 21-year-old Kenya Hightower was shot and killed outside a gas station on Moreland Avenue October 26th. She was caught in the crossfire when 2 groups of people started shooting at each other. Anyone with information is asked to contact DeKalb Police. Governor Kemp leads the delegation of Georgia leaders to the Panama Canal for an economic mission.
The governor's joined by First Lady Marty Kemp and representatives from the Georgia Ports Authority and State Department of Economic Development. They'll be focusing on logistics infrastructure and supply chain operations at the canal, which Governor Kemp says is vital for many of Georgia's top business partners. It has direct shipping routes to the ports of Savannah and Brunswick. The governor says learning more about the canal will help Georgia as investments continue at the state's coastal ports. The ports support over 650,000 jobs across Georgia. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Manufacturers of ultra-processed foods are being sued, including an Atlanta-based company.
The lawsuit by San Francisco city attorney targets big names like Atlanta-based Coca-Cola, along with PepsiCo, Kraft Heinz, Post Cereals, General Mills, Kellogg, and more in a first-of-its-kind lawsuit blaming 11 of the nation's biggest food makers of designing and making products that are addictive and cause diseases. That, in turn, has led to skyrocketing public health care costs. City officials are seeking a civil penalty to help offset some of those costs. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
The city of Johns Creek is the latest to look at regulating e-bikes. The issue came up at a city council work session after residents raised concerns about safety. The city council asked staff to work with the police department to develop a local ordinance. They're also looking at rules and signs spelling out rules concerning e-bikes in parks, on sidewalks, and trails. The city is hosting an e-bike and e-scooter safety awareness night this evening at Taylor Road Middle School. Atlanta Public School students, families, and staff get a chance to share their vision for the future for the school district at a meeting tonight.
APS is hosting its final Forward 2040 Visioning meeting. The session focuses on 4 key academic areas and future programs and student pathways. They include early college, technology, arts, and biomedical and health sciences. APS says families who are not able to attend the meeting in person can share their ideas through the community survey. The school district says ideas from the community will guide the opportunities it creates and the programs it grows for students. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
As cold weather moves back into the area tonight, the city of Atlanta will open a warming center. One is located at Central Park Recreation Center on Merritt's Avenue. A second one will be open at Old Adamsville Rec Center on Delmar Lane. They will be open from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., and transportation will be provided from the Gateway Center. It is 4:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
All right, Bill, we're looking for new trouble in Stockbridge, you're getting slow. 75 south, approaching Highway 138, exit 228. I see the delays on the jam cam. We're going to try to spin this around, see if any lanes are blocked there. Before you even get to that point, 75 southbound, the brake lights are glowing from out of Hateville from Central Avenue as you make your way down past Forest Parkway. And then in Henry County, 75 northbound, a little sluggish as well out of McDonough from Highway 155 up to Jodico Road. Some better news on I-75 in Marietta. Stephanie Stallworth.
They're going to call it back in business. 75 headed northbound. Right near the North Marietta Parkway loop, had that stalled pickup truck was in the right lane watching on the jam cam. Police pushed it on off to the shoulder, so all lanes reopened for you. Have those delays coming up now as you head on past Delk Road. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy and cold this evening with areas of drizzle through the late night hours. The clouds thinning out overnight, allowing temperatures to drop into the low 30s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51. Becoming mostly cloudy by Thursday with a few isolated rain showers in the afternoon, highs in the upper 40s.
46 in Fayetteville. It's 45 in Decatur and 43 in Milton. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Been wanting a new deck for your home? Something that's built just the way you want it? But you're scared to pull the trigger? I can help you with that. Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations. Right now, Ben Hill Renovations are offering special financing. No interest if you pay in full within the 18 months promo period. You're welcome. Visit bhrenovations.com today and schedule a free design consultation at your home. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Imagine having the freedom to step away from work at 55. More time for travel, hobbies, and family, a whole decade earlier than most people think possible. Thanks to the rule of 55, many Americans can access retirement savings without penalties starting at age 55. But if you don't know the rules, you could miss out on years of freedom. Let our team at Capital Investment Advisors show you how. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
The holidays are here, friends, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping the buy one, get one deals every week. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. Check out the BOGO deals before you shop, by the way. Expert tip. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. My favorite experience at Publix are the BOGOs. Free item must be of equal or lesser value, of course. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Finding trustworthy people to properly fix your septic system can seem hopeless. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Don't give up hope. Just read some of our 5-star reviews. Your neighbors know my trustworthy team will solve your septic problems on the spot.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Never a pump out charge with your repair. Get a free quote at scorpionsepticservices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
All right, so we have this audio from Pete Hegseth. It's very interesting. As soon as that happened yesterday, I began to wonder, because all of a sudden you started hearing the name Admiral Bradley. And it seemed like they were like, well, we support Admiral Bradley, but none of us had thought about Admiral Bradley in terms of who ordered that second strike to kill those innocent people who survived the first strike on the very first Venezuelan boat strike oh so long ago. And so they weren't really denying that it happened. They were saying, yeah, it did happen. And all of a sudden, basically, you start hearing about this admiral's name, and it's like, are they throwing this guy under the bus? And I read a story this morning, but you know who Britt Hume is? He's at Fox News, been there for a long time, but he's not really on the air that much anymore, I don't think.
He's on with Harris Faulkner. He does the not the five, Outnumbered a lot.
Oh, okay. But he's kind of like in and out. He's an older guy now, but I think he still has like the top title over there. And what did he say? I wish I could find this. Basically, after hearing about the way that we want you to know that we think Admiral Bradley is a great man, and he was his ordering of this second strike was lawful, and we support him 100%. And I think Britt Hume tweeted something like, well, a way to smack somebody in the face as you pretend to be supporting them. There's no reason for us to have heard his name, really. And the only reason they're throwing it out there is because I think they're afraid. But we'll see where Pete Hegseth stands. Is this one of those things? Is he in the Oval Office, the president sitting down,
it's
him
a cabinet
standing
meeting.
up? Okay, they're all sitting around listening to Trump go on about how there's no such thing as gold paint. You have to have real gold, right?
Yes.
All right, those are our cabinet meetings. And I guess Hegseth was asked about this.
The first couple of strikes, as you would, as any leader would want, you want to own that responsibility. So I said, I'm going to be the one to make the call after getting all the information and make sure it's the right strike. That was September 2nd. There's a lot of intelligence that goes into that, building that case and understanding that, a lot of people providing information. I watched that first strike live. As you can imagine, at the Department of War, we got a lot of things to do. So I didn't stick around for the hour and 2 hours, whatever, where all the sensitive site exploitation digitally occurs. So I moved on to my next meeting.
Really? They're throwing this guy under the bus. They're throwing this guy under the bus, this Admiral Bradley. They're saying, hey, because if it comes down to it, push comes to shove, and people keep going in this direction, they're going to say, hey, he misinterpreted my order.
I'm very busy.
I'm very busy, and I said I want everybody to die, but that didn't necessarily mean if they – I meant that on the first bomb.
Okay.
Maybe not the second bomb. But what a great, courageous leader. I wasn't there. I left the room.
I don't like watching people get killed.
Yeah, so I just, you know what? I find it to be squeamish. So he left the room, and basically he's trying to set up a situation where, hey, we lawfully think Admiral Bradley did the right thing, but if he didn't, that's
what's
what's laying out there.
I'm sorry. Did he also say, as you know, I'm very busy, and as the Department of Justice very busy? Like, that's a weird.
Department of War. Thank you.
I'm sorry, the Department of War. That's a strange way to be like, you're smart, so you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, you get it. I mean, I'm a very busy man. I'm not always there.
I mean, as you know.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, as you know, I'm a very busy man.
He is a fool, and I don't think he's going to be there for very long. But they got to shepherd him through this. But let me tell you something. Once you're at the top of the military, and you start pointing fingers, and I believe that is what's happening here. As gussied up as it is with we respect Admiral Bradley and we think whatever, once you start pointing fingers, what happens in the military? If I'm a soldier below an admiral, if the head of the military is willing to point fingers at the admiral and say it wasn't me, it was him, boy, as a soldier, I don't think I stand a chance. This is what happens when you have men of low character and women. This is what's going on here. This is a man of low character. And you can tell that when somebody in a leadership position, before it even gets hot, it's warming up just a bit, they start pointing those fingers to other people. You see, that's something real leaders don't do. Real leaders take responsibility for things that they weren't responsible for. That's what real leaders do. And behind the scenes, they'll fire the person who did it.
Or Putin will crash their plane. That's what he does.
Well, he can autocratic, dictator types will crash their plane. But this is obviously, I don't have to know the guy. Now I've seen it. Once you see that happen, that's a man of low character. Someone in a leadership position that before it even gets hot, it's just getting a little warm, and then the fingers start pointing to others. That's when you know whatever that person's the leader of, it's not a very good shop. Because we've just seen he's not a good leader. You can't have a good shop with a bad leader. You don't need any more information to know that Pete Hegseth is a man of low character than what's happening right now.
This is a second
If
scandal.
you really supported Admiral Bradley, we would not have heard that name in the last 48 hours. That's the reality. This is the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. Because those last guys that I named, if the team wins, it's because of everyone else at the press conference. If the team loses, it's all my fault. The quarterback. That's good leadership. Aaron Rodgers gets up there at the press conference. Well, he missed his route. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he was right, that the receiver did really miss his route. It's what does leadership look like? And you can always, when you put people into leadership positions, stick around. You'll find out if they're a person of low character or not. You do not need any more evidence than this. Most of you, including me, have never heard the name Admiral Bradley ever before. And we've heard it a lot in the last couple of days. Isn't that interesting?
What was the
when the water's getting hot around Pete Hegseth, suddenly we know his name.
What was his earlier scandal that happened when Trump first got elected? This is the second scandal.
You're talking about Hegseth?
Was it drinking?
No. Well, drinking was before.
The texting.
It was the texting
That's right.
of that
the
signal chat.
That's right.
That went out to a reporter.
That was Admiral Bradley.
Huh?
That was Admiral Bradley.
Yeah, he was doing.
He was typing for Hegseth.
Oh yeah, yes, that's right. He does. Admiral Bradley
Hegseth
does Hegseth. Well, he gets busy. He started the text. As you know, he's busy. He started the text, and then he left it to others.
This guy's a pro.
What the limited knowledge I have about rules, and by the way, these are not just protocols. Our military has rules that say that what happened there is not supposed to happen.
It gets even better because he goes on. He says, "Well, then there was fire and smoke, and nobody could see what was going on."
Okay, hold on. We got to take a break. We'll come back and we'll listen to more of the obfuscation by this man of low character named Pete Hegseth. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 South in Stockbridge.
That's right, Eric. We got our eyes on this one on the jam cam. Fire department just showed up. I think they're taking out 2 left lanes now, 75 southbound. Before Highway 138 exit 228, delays quickly stacking up behind it back into Morrow. You can use 675 southbound as your alternate. 85 southbound, that ride's not too bad heading down into Fairburn and Union City. Just a few scattered brake lights as you head down toward Highway 74 Sonoya Road, exit number 61. What's it looking like on I-85 heading up toward Gwinnett County, Stephanie Stallworth?
Trying to get there from 285, usual slug as you come on off of 285. Ramps to 85 north can take you past Jimmy Carter up towards Pleasant Hill. Catch a little break there, and then we're back in it. They're looking for an issue up here near State Route 317, Lawrenceville-Suwannee Road. So expect some delays as you approach that area. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Clark Howard here. And each year we set a goal to provide gifts for every child in foster care across the state of Georgia. And we can't do it without you. Join me at 3 different Walmarts across Metro Atlanta December 7th, 13th, and 14th for our 35th annual Clark's Christmas Kids. Help make Georgia foster kids' Christmas wishes come true. For more information about how you can donate and for Walmart store locations, visit WSBRadio.com.
Properties come in all shapes and sizes, and so do foundation repairs. Mark Beckham here. It could be new construction, a big house, a small house, or your commercial property. Anyway, you need the leaders in foundation repair to handle it. Get your free estimate at atlantaramjack.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
When you get hurt on the job, workers' comp should cover lost wages, medical bills, rehabilitation therapy, and more. But the system doesn't make it easy.
Get the strong arm. Call attorney John Foy and Associates.
It pays to know what you're entitled to.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation can take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
He's not just the guy hanging out at TE Certified Trucks, he's also the guy behind the TE Certified business. It's Chris Chandler here with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
That's right. TE Certified is locally owned and operated, and I live in the community that we serve. And I personally use TE Certified for all our electrical, plumbing, and HVAC services.
TE Certified, we love your home.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Maybe you haven't heard about us. We're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless has you paying for more data than you might need. Why? They might want you to cover the costs of younger people who do use all that data. If you're not using the data, you're probably being used. We've heard time and time again that some Big Wireless customers get stuck paying hundreds and even thousands more for years and years because they think it's hard to switch. Not with us. It takes just about 20 minutes and you can change your plan anytime without extra charges. We use the same towers as the big guys, so you'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Our plans start at just $20 a month, and for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Reports are that during that Hegseth meeting, that these cabinet meetings go on forever in front of the cameras.
Right.
Trump dozed off a couple of times.
That's happened before.
I was resting my eyes.
Yeah,
That's
well,
fake news, Piggy.
That's what? How is that fake news? If you just said you're resting your eyes, how can people
no,
know the
she
difference?
said I do it all the time, and I don't do it all the time. Let me tell you, I was up all night truth gooning.
That's right, you were up.
Truth gooning, and as you know, this is a busy job. Like Pete Heggs, what's his name?
Hegseth.
Yeah, that guy.
As I know, you have a busy job.
As you know, I have a busy job. Plus, come on, it's boring. Marco Rubio, blah blah blah, blow up the Venezuelans.
That's
all
right.
right, all right.
You're only talking to kill the guy. Can you shut up now?
I mean, while you were dozing off, you were saying you're 25 times sharper now than you were 25 years ago.
I had the MRI for the thing.
You people are crazy. I'll let you know when there's something wrong. There will be someday. That's going to happen to all of us. But right now, I think I'm sharper than I was 25 years ago. But who the hell knows?
Yeah, but who the hell knows? Not even my doctors can figure it out. They did an MRI, they saw nothing.
I love it. So they're saying it was cardiovascular. But the idea is that you don't usually do preventative things. Usually you get an MRI because there's something going on.
They went in there and they
Well,
said,
and that MRI that the document that they released, it was just like a doctor's interpretation of it, right? Because the doctor was like, things are perfect. We looked in here and that's perfect. Like if you look at your My Chart and you see your like blood report, it's not like perfect.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect.
Tell them it's perfect. That's what I said.
This whole
and he
thing
did
where
it.
it's just like they said it was the most wonderful MRI they've never ever seen ever. It's like,
Sharp.
Like that kind of thing, you know. Pretty soon they'll claim he doesn't go to the bathroom.
Not
And
at
then
all.
he gets like a.
Well, I don't. I wear a diaper and I take it off and I throw it out the
That's
window.
still going to the bathroom.
Didn't he say? His golf game was really good too.
Yeah,
He
that's
said
good.
He's like an eagle or something. I
Well,
don't
look,
know.
I'm an
he
Eagle
plays
Scout.
constantly.
Well, when it was the Scouts, right? Now it's just everybody.
Yeah, we don't do the stuff with the Scouts
Can't have the
anymore.
boys. Can't have their own organization.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with that. Why can't boys have an organization?
Because it's wrong.
Okay.
Do boys join the Girl Scouts? No.
They can if they want to. They can, but they don't want to for the most
That's
part.
fine. But
Why
I
can't-
wanted to join the Boy Scouts when I was a kid, and I wasn't allowed to.
Because
And I
you were a
had to be
girl.
the Stupid brownies.
Because you were a girl.
I know, but it's dumb.
Well, why is it dumb? Why is it?
I wanted to sell popcorn.
You know, should we let non-accountants into accountant societies? I mean,
Yes,
what,
if they
why?
pay the dues.
Well, why? Why do you want a doctor?
Take their money.
I'm an expert on shovels, and I want to join the accountants league.
That's right.
Speaking of shovels, I've seen Putin's. I guess they're in Moscow. I've seen Putin around the table with the negotiators. I don't know where he gets his face work done, but I mean, I don't know if he went in and said, "I want to look like I want my face to look like a shovel." If that's what he said,
Shiny.
Please
and
make
tight.
me look
just-
like a shovel.
his face just looks like, and almost like what's that? What's a short? Like a spade is a short shovel, right?
Oh, yeah.
His face looks like a shovel,
It's interesting.
and I don't. And also, he's so paranoid. He has taste testers and stuff like that. How does he go under for a facelift type of operation without worrying about somebody?
I don't go under. They just do the operation while I'm there.
You're tough.
I'm a tough man.
Yeah,
you see
tough.
me right there, get faced.
That's right.
That's why you're so grumpy, is because you get all of this work done without any medication
I'm not
going under.
grumpy. Let me tell you about the history of grumpiness.
Oh, no.
1906.
He's like, don't worry, it only lasts 30 seconds.
As you know, I'm a busy man.
1,000 years ago, as you know, people were very grumpy.
Alex Williams says 75 is getting slower between Morrow and Stockbridge.
All due to this travel advisory, Eric. 2 left lanes knocked out with this crash. 75 southbound before Highway 138 exit 228. Very slow back to Highway 54 Jonesboro Road. I-675 southbound is your alternate to get you around that. 75 south before that, you're seeing the brake lights between Hateville and Forest Park, but again, the jam there starts south of Forest Park in Morrow. How are things looking through downtown Atlanta, Stephanie Stallworth?
Downtown ride heating up for you with your northbound jam beginning now near Langford Parkway. Packed in with all your buddies as you hit past 20 on through the Grady curve before you break free. It's southbound Howell Mill on 75, out of Buckhead on 400, 400 on 85 with the delays extending through your midtown and through your downtown exits. This report brought to you by Publix. Get the BOGOs before they go. Shop the latest buy one, get one free deals at your local Publix supermarket. These deals won't last, so stop by today. Free item must be of equal or lesser price. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's time to renovate your home and you've got designs in your head, but will they pass code? Hire Sketchhouse Architects before you call a builder to make sure your design is up to code and zoning compliant. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. We're going to make this easy to get your ideas on paper, and Sketchhouse will connect you with multiple builders to bid on your job through the Sketchhouse Builders Network. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Ah, it's my favorite time of year. Crisp autumn air, falling leaves, and low natural gas rates. You can avoid unpredictable prices and high bills with a discounted 18-month fixed rate from Scana Energy. Don't wait. Sign up with Scana by December 4th to lock in a low price for 2 winters. Visit scanaenergy.com/save for details or call 1-877-GO-SCANA to sign up with code SAVE. New residential accounts only. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey guys, are you striking out in the bedroom? Because pills like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra just don't work anymore. Here's how Choice Men's Health is solving PE and ED issues. Meet Dr. Katz, the expert in men's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Choice Men's Health offers safe, custom-blended medications designed to fit your needs. There is no pain or surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. Not a problem. It's safe and affordable for everyone. You'll see results in 15 minutes guaranteed, or you don't pay anything. Solve the problem of ED and PE now.
For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are free. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. To claim your initial consultation and first treatment for free. Call Choice Men's Health now. 404-400-1170.
It's the end of the year. Time to look back and reflect. Look at all we did. But look at all the things we meant to do, but never actually did. After all those tipsy New Year's promises, you didn't join the gym. You didn't get around to reading War and Peace. And apparently, you didn't do anything about this garage door that's still not working right. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A quick repair will get your garage door back in shape, no matter how much you eat. No crazy diets, just a smooth, quiet door going up and down like it should. And after all of your friends have bailed on their gym memberships, you'll have a garage door that works like a charm for several New Years to come. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll throw in my copy of War and Peace. I mean, who am I kidding?
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, a plan to eliminate all roadway deaths in Douglas County by 2050. Here's a report all new at 5 o'clock.
Between 2020 and 2024, Douglas County saw 28,000 car crashes with 96 fatalities. County DOT Director Suleiman Rana says this Vision Zero plan is bold but necessary.
Our thought process was that one death on our roads is one too many, so we will aim high and do our best to do whatever we can to save each and every life.
The plan calls for more than $124 million in roadway improvements. Officials plan to spread out those goals over the next 2 decades with annual reports on progress. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
45 degrees in Atlanta, breezy and cold tonight. When is the next rain chance? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A metro-wide manhunt continues for a Rockdale County inmate who's been on the run now for 2 days.
52-year-old Timothy Shane has a history of escapes, and he has proven to be elusive to law enforcement as they search for the man that fled Grady and is now believed to have stolen a gun and at least 2 cars. After abandoning the second car to Henry County Publix, Shane hopped into an Uber.
That Uber did take him to a residence in South Rockdale County. The Rockdale County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at that residence, but inmate Shane was not located.
Rockdale County Sheriff's Lieutenant Billy Burrell says Shane is a white male, 5'9" with a buzz cut. He is considered armed and dangerous. If you spot him, call 911. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A man and a woman are found dead after Gwinnett police go to a home on Clearwater Place in Lawrenceville for a welfare check.
They noticed an individual laying on the ground, not moving, so they forced entry into the house. They located a deceased female and a deceased male inside of the home.
Gwinnett Police Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says they are not looking for a suspect. They believe it's an isolated incident involving just the 2 people in the home. A state Senate committee looking at higher education affordability says Georgia needs to create a needs-based scholarship program to help retain students and give them much-needed assistance.
We know we've invested heavily in the Hope Scholarship. And we know now that with the economy and the realities, that does not even get the job done.
Committee Chair State Senator Nan Orrock says their final report finds Georgia should create a needs-based program like those in North Carolina and Florida. Cobb County is waiving penalties for local business owners overdue on their business license renewal through the end of the month. Cobb Community Development Director Jessica Gwynn says most of the time the failure to renew is not because of business, is dodging county regulations.
A lot of times people just don't realize that this is something that they need to do, particularly people who are engaged in businesses out of their homes. And we have so many small businesses now that are home-based, and even those businesses do need to have a business license.
You will still need to pay the $55 license fee. Just in time for the busy holiday season, the U.S. Postal Service unveils a new state-of-the-art package sorting machine at the Atlanta Processing Center.
This single induction package sorter, or SIPS, has the capacity to sort up to 4,500 packages an hour. That's up from 3,500 on previous machines. U.S. Postal Service's Tiffany Rowland says it means faster delivery.
Some of our customers are getting their mail even a day earlier.
On average, Atlanta customers can expect holiday packages to be delivered in less than 3 days. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
If you love to do a tour of holiday lights, Cobb EMS has a new map of the best light displays in the county.
About 5 years ago, the 7-year-old son of Cobb EMC's Chris Delaney inspired a map for those who want to know where the best Christmas lights are.
We were watching the Great Christmas Light Fight on TV, and who doesn't, right? And he asked if some of the houses were our houses, and I didn't understand what he meant. And he said, Cobb EMC houses.
And that kicked off a search for the best lights around. Now you can download a map, even click on a QR code to get directions, and vote for your favorite. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
And a kickoff event will be held tonight at Cobb EMC headquarters. It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Crash travel advisory still in place out of Morrow into Stockbridgeville. 2 left lanes knocked out, 75 south before Highway 138 exit 228. Very slow back to Highway 54 Jonesboro Road. Use I-675 south. Highway 1941 has some alternates there. Heading into DeKalb County on 285, the east and southbound ride. Slowest part of that's leaving Georgia 400 over toward Peachtree Boulevard. You're bunching up again southbound in Tucker, leaving I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. How's 285 west and south looking over on the west side, Stephanie Stallworth?
I'll start at the west side, perimeter 285, as you travel west and south. Trying to get yourself down to the 20 corridor. It's a little busy now, leaving Sandy Springs off and on towards I-75, then down that whole west side down to I-20. Coming the northbound direction, north and east inner loop. It's Langford up towards I-20, then South Cobb over towards the 75 interchange. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, breezy, cold this evening with some areas of drizzle moving through the metro region. The clouds will thin out overnight. That'll allow temperatures to drop to near 30 degrees for early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51, becoming mostly cloudy by Thursday with a few rain showers moving through the afternoon, highs in the upper 40s. Friday, scattered rain showers throughout the day, highs in the mid 40s. Few of these rain showers will linger into Saturday, drying out through the afternoon, high 53.
Right now it's 43 in Ackworth, 45 in Peachtree Corners, and 44 in Union City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Because I grabbed this audio. I'm also part.
All right, I don't need to hear the solo moto. Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Bill Crane joins us. It's an awful lot to talk about. Where to start? I guess start with Hegseth, because your latest article is surrounding the Venezuelan boat strikes, and now this second strike that, people argue whether the first strike is legal. Some think it is, some think it isn't. I don't hear much argument about the second strike.
Well, let's
Bill
go
Crane.
with the precept that the first strike was legal, and I agree. I don't think it was.
Yeah, we're agreeing on that, but
let's say we agree that it was okay to hit Skipper and the Gilligan and the gang. And
yeah.
little
buddy, we're done for. Oh, it's a 3-hour tour.
Yeah,
for
if you look
heaven's
at the
sakes.
size of some of these ships, I don't see how they get much more than 100 miles off the coast of Venezuela before they have to be refueled. But that's
seriously,
that's a whole nother discussion. So there's footage that's been out there. This occurred in September. The ship's in shambles, pieces of flotsam and jetsam, and there are 2 members of the crew that are apparently still alive, kind of like the ship movie Titanic, clinging to a piece of debris, and then suddenly there's a second strike, and they are also pieces of debris. Well, normally in a shipwreck situation like that, or even in a military situation like that, the Navy would come along, scoop up the survivors, treat them as prisoners of war, and take them into custody.
Yeah. Stop right there, because I want to even expand on that. Even battles between ships at sea. This is a protocol amongst militaries. Once the battle is over, one side has won, one side has lost. The winning side scoops up every living person that they don't just, hey, we won, and they scoop them up.
They don't toss gasoline on the ocean and set it on fire.
No, and this is part of the
civilized,
protocols.
Yeah,
and basically,
the rules of war.
They have rules of war because if we treat your people like that, there's a better chance that you'll treat our people like that, and you can't win every battle.
Civilian casualties, yes.
Yes.
So that didn't happen, and originally, apparently, the Seditious Six, the video that they put out, Mark Kelly of Arizona and the other members of Congress, they were aware of this before the general public is. Mr. Kelly's on the Senate Armed Services Committee. So they were aware that this had happened before this, what we're talking about, fell into the general public's hands.
And you're talking about the video where they basically told soldiers to remember that you do not have to follow illegal orders.
Right. Your oath to the Constitution is following the law, et cetera, not just whatever your commander says you should do. So the second attack occurs. Originally, the orders were given by the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, at a press conference yesterday, which you witnessed. Caroline Leavitt called out the name of the Naval Admiral Bradley, who actually gave the order for the second strike. And there's now today been more information about Admiral Bradley and his rank in the chain of command. And so he's the entire operation off the coast of Venezuela is at his direction, which is funny because this president has been very clear multiple times that he makes the calls. He's the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, when it's convenient.
Yeah. So I have a feeling we'll be hearing a lot more about Admiral Bradley in the days and weeks ahead.
Now, this all starts because the Washington Post puts out an article stating that it was Hegseth who said, kill them all. Now, the question
Any
here...
suspected drug dealers, yes,
kill them all. And now, are we pretty sure that once that he didn't say, hey, there's 2 people over there, go get them too? Is it going to be a question of, was Admiral Bradley in the right if he assumed kill them all meant a second strike?
Or if he assumed no survivors means no survivors.
No survivors.
And which, again, is against the rules of war. It's against the Geneva Convention. It's a war crime.
Yeah, it is.
So I think that's where we are right now, and there will be congressional hearings probably conducted by the Senate, possibly by the House if they, in 26, obviously, they'll likely change to Democratic control.
Right.
But it's causing the president some heat.
You still think, people say, is it still a huge long shot that the Democrats would take over the Senate?
Just based on where the elections are, the math is tougher. But that
if this Tennessee thing goes,
the Tennessee thing that's happening today, if we know tomorrow that it was a Republican seat, it's an open seat, there's a Republican and Democrat running now, the race is close, that will be very much viewed, whether it's right or wrong, as a bellwether.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the House is kind of at this point almost a fait accompli. They're down to a two-seat majority. And there's enough disfavor with the current at White House and tradition. The incumbent party in the White House loses seats in midterm elections. It's almost impossible, but the Senate's a harder math.
And Al Gore did come out and endorse Afton Ben. So that's
a
big
there,
deal.
There were powerhouses on both sides, and the DNC
without Trump on the ballot, though, they're probably going to lose.
And $1 million dumped in at the last minute.
But Trump's
by the DNC.
won this district by 22
points last time, and it was a.
So even if she doesn't win and she gets within 2%,
it's a big deal. It's telling because it was also a district redrawn to purposefully reduce Nashville's Democratic voting bloc in the state.
Now, the reason that there is this special election is because the Republican
resigned.
Now, was that another thing where he was just like, this is just too weird now, I'm getting out of here, or was he old? Or
I don't know the circumstances, but because of the timing of it, like if Marjorie Taylor Greene, instead of saying, I'm going to wait till my term is over and go out on January 5th,
right,
there would be a special election sooner. That would be time to. It's 45 days. You can't leave the office open. So
I'm just wondering if this whole thing happens, if this does flip, if it starts with another Republican who just says, this is just too weird.
I'll be able to answer that for you by next week, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, it would be interesting to find out because then you'd have Marjorie Taylor Greene opening up a potential seat if this one happens to flip. It's still kind of a long shot that it would flip, but if she gets in within 2 percentage points, something like that.
If it's a close race, it's a tell that the president is falling in disfavor and his party's going to be in trouble in 26.
And there's so many issues that are actually bedeviling the administration right now that we're not talking about.
Most self-inflicted.
Those, but I mean, besides those, how about there is a thing going on in this country where people do not want these data centers everywhere. They're stealing the electricity. People's electricity bills are going through the roof because of this. And this is another kind of sleeper kind of thing because Trump has gone all in. AI is everything. It is the biggest, most important aspect of their economic plan is 100%
I agree with
on
you that
AI.
they're hugely unpopular, but I haven't seen too many people putting their phone down and saying they want slower video speeds.
No,
or
no,
the
but this
internet
is
to be able to give them less information. I'm with you. AI isn't everything, but people want it both ways. They want
AI, is it possible? We could be in a situation. What if AI just turns out to be a better search engine? And there isn't like curing cancer and all of these other
if
great.
New Chip or Alexa at my house is any indication, it is just a nicer search.
Yes. Well, that's what it is right now. If that's all we get out of it, you're going to have a lot of overbuild going on
and
with these
a
data
bubble,
centers.
And a bubble's going to pop.
And it's not going to pop on the people at the top. It's going to pop
On the shareholders
rest
and the
of
little
us.
people and all the people.
Exactly.
Hey,
of course.
so great.
I don't no matter what happens, large CEO, they're going to be fine. They're going to be just fine. These companies are already too big to fail. Let's not even talk about whether they are.
Yeah, we got to save Sam Altman. We can't let him fail.
This guy, Sam Altman, who's turning out to, he may be the biggest scam artist ever, not in the sense of doing things illegal, but just being the greatest pitch man in a room and convincing people to pour more and more and more. The amount of profit that they have to turn at OpenAI in order to be considered profitable in the next 3 or 4 years is physically impossible to happen. And people
not
are
to
still
be a contrarian, but I can also remember, and you can too, when Amazon only sold books and didn't make money for its first several years.
Sure.
So-
but we taxpayers didn't have
fund
to
it.
fund Amazon. That was
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos' gamble, and now it's paying off for him. That's the way capitalism's supposed to work.
Listen, guys, if these data centers don't work out, they're essentially big warehouses. And with the way pickleball is taking off, let's turn them into these big pickleball
Well, let's get them
courts.
out of the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
because
into the old data centers.
There's in California, there's a county that outlawed it. And I'll tell you something. I think everybody expects, and I know Autumn and everybody will be like, outlawing pickleball. What are you, the fun police? I think that this has to be done.
You don't like the sound?
Listen, I was around pickleball, all weekend. How would you like to live on the 3rd floor and hear
Pass
that
the margaritas.
All day.
starting at 7 o'clock in the morning? It's we used to call it a different kind of water torture. We can't call it that anymore, but it is exactly that. It's water torture. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 North in northwest Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. And several cars involved here, 3 on the left shoulder, and 1 is straddling the 2 right lanes, 75 northbound before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. It is already very slow on 75 north back toward Northside Drive. Go ahead, think about Northside Drive, Howell Mill Road as your alternates to avoid that. It's only a matter of time if they don't get this one cleaned up till it also spills back onto 75, 85 north coming up through Midtown. Not to be outdone, still watching the crash on I-75 in Stockbridge. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, still working on that one, 75 as you travel southbound. It's right before State Route 138 Stockbridge and ending up with the left lane blocked there for a while, 2 left lanes at times. I'm watching JamCam. They may be moving on for you here rather soon, so getting some better shape for you there. This report brought to you by the Danny Did Foundation. The Danny Did Foundation expands epilepsy care in memory of Danny Stanton, who was lost to sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. If you or someone you know has seizures, visit DannyDid.org for resources. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arrow.
I bet the show is more enjoyable.
Local. Hormel Food expected to lay off about 135 employees from the facility they have over in Tucker.
Topical. That surprised me. Hormel, I thought they'd be hiring.
Mark Arrow.
Really a game changer.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Well, Chris, as you know, time just keeps on ticking. We're putting another year under our belt, so it seems like a really good time to take stock of our financial lives and put together that plan that's built to last.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in, we'll work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
At Rocco's European Garage, they specialize in providing full service and repair for any Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, Land Rover, or European vehicle. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Visit one of their 6 locations for top-notch customer service, including clear upfront pricing, your approval prior to beginning work, and a 3-day appointment window to get you back on the road quicker. Your vehicle fixed right the first time with shuttle service for more convenience, always a better value than the dealership. So do what I do and get your car serviced at Rocco's European Garage.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Spend your time with those who matter most this holiday season and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and the best part, there's no stress. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With more than 14,000 5-star reviews, trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home without the hassle of putting it on the market. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
All right, Bill Crane. Let people know how they can get more Bill Crane.
Bill Crane, CSI Crane. Bill Crane, One Man's Opinion, which One Man's Opinion is carried weekly here on WSBRadio.com. You can also subscribe to it via Substack. Or catch me on the socials, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
And, it's funny. If it's Tuesday in Atlanta, that means there's always a special election going on.
Seems that way of late.
I think most people don't know. So given the fact that we are an information provider, I want for the first time, I want most people in the metro area to know that there is some sort of election going on today. What is it?
Today is the municipal election runoff. So races that weren't finished for mayor, city council, and municipal school boards back
all
in
over
November,
the state?
all over the state
Okay.
are finalizing today. And in the city of Atlanta proper, you had all of the incumbents on the Atlanta City Council who had opposition reelected. But there are 2 open seats, and the same on the school board. There are 2 seats being finalized today, and a little bit of jostling at the end to get your vote turnout, because it will be a very low turnout election, and we will have those results probably, I'd say, even with Fulton County's challenges tabulating between 9 and 10 o'clock tonight. We'll know those 4 seats. And then there are mayoral contests near you. In Sandy Springs and Roswell in your neighborhood, and South Fulton on the south side.
Somebody named Kurt against
the incumbent.
Kurt's the incumbent.
Yes.
Right. What is he? Kurt Wilson? Is that his name? Okay. And then who's the person who's taking him to a runoff? Anybody know?
I can't honestly. You should know that name, but that name is not at the
George, look it up. Who's running against Kurt Wilson in Roswell?
And Sandy Springs, the incumbent mayor, Rusty Paul, has a closer than he thought he would have runoff that'll also finish out tonight.
Is he 130? Hasn't he been around forever?
I'm 64, and I'm gauging his age against mine. I'm thinking in his early 70s.
Okay. Just seems like a name that's always...
It has been around politics for a very
been around
long time.
for long.
He
It's like
started
LeBron.
as a very young mayor of Stone Mountain, Georgia. He lived there at the time.
What's he want to be mayor of every city?
It's
then the state senate, and then
it's the LeBron story. He didn't go to college. It seems like forever because he was 18. You know,
Mary Robichaud.
Who?
Mary Robichaud.
Okay. Well, listen.
Hail Mary.
I don't. Whoever wins, just don't change Roswell. It's been running. It's very well run. Been very well run for quite some time.
Do you have smart streets? Because that's what they need to implement.
We have. Our thing in Roswell is roundabouts. It's the answer to everything.
Roundabouts and sidewalks.
Yeah, another roundabout.
And changing lanes.
Well, there's that.
And you got bike lanes.
situation.
That's what he's talking about with complete streets. It's bike lanes. It's all the other kind of hoo-ha crap that
costs
turns
money.
A six
Hey,
lane,
I like a
turns
complete
a
street.
six
of
lane
course you
across
do.
road down into a 3-lane road, and then the traffic backs
Well, like
up.
in Tucker, they had Chamblee-Tucker Road. That was a 4-lane. And then they said, "Oh, we're going to put a bike lane in, make it a 1-lane, and then
The
put all
reason
these
they do
stupid
that is
islands
the
in the
federal
middle."
government has been paying for those complete streets, so it's other people's money, and so
Right.
they do it, and then all of a sudden you've got traffic back up for miles.
Well, I will say this. I rode my bike 14 miles last weekend. And,
Humble brag.
And
Yeah.
it was a lot faster to go from the west side of Atlanta to the south side of Atlanta riding a bike than using a car.
Now,
So,
do you do the belt line? Do you do
combination
path
of
trail?
combination of belt line, complete streets, and I guess some sidewalks along the way
But
too.
when you're doing complete streets and sidewalks, there's still a lot of drivers that aren't paying attention. So
That's
if
true. You
a
do have to
door
keep your-
opens on the parked lane.
You do have to
Yeah.
pay attention while you're out there, but it was fast. It was
Well,
really, really fast.
the real important question here is, after 14 miles, how'd your tuchus feel?
No, not great.
You need to get one of those seats that's bifurcated.
yeah. That and then also.
He'll stop riding that bike once Christina wants to have a baby.
Well, Tina and I were
Ride
like,
it
we
more.
might be investing in an e-bike after this because it was a long haul back and forth.
But you get you gotta be
I did
careful.
a 50-mile ride once, and I was soaking in
My behind can't
Epsom,
take that.
Epsom
I
salts
just-
for about 2 days.
Yeah, I can't. My behind. I could not be a bike rider. I could not be like have a.
Well, when we get older, there's less padding back there. It's
That's the whole
called
thing.
no acetol disease.
I have
Tell me
so-
about it.
I did that a couple times, and I was like, is my entire butt on one nerve? Is that what's happening here? I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that area of my body ever. So I'm a walker, not a biker. And I don't need a lane, thank you very much. I'll figure it out. I'll navigate it myself.
That's what sidewalks are for.
That's right. Yes, Jared.
For those that were concerned about these special elections and runoffs today, I wanted to let people know that City of Atlanta, you can vote until 8 tonight. There's a
thank
lot of people.
goodness.
They keep adding an extra hour. I don't really know what that's about. They
Most people just found out there's an election today. So, Bill Crane, thank you very much. Have a great week.
Always a pleasure.
Alex Williams says 75 North is unfortunately getting worse out of Midtown.
Yeah, all lanes are shut down right now, Eric. 75 northbound before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. As Hero and police work to get this crash to the right shoulder. Hopefully will only take a few minutes, but those delays, like we thought, have spilled back onto 7585 North, leaving 17th Street. You can always use North Side Drive as your alternate. And I think things are getting better on I-75 down in Stockbridge, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yes, much better in terms of that crash that was down there just before State Route 138. All lanes reopened for you. However, delay damage, that is done. So you're busy now coming in from Old Dixie as a result. Once you get beyond that, it does take the pressure off of the ride out of Stockbridge through McDonough. No major issues or delays. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Looking out your window and see a different name? Don't worry, we're still the same.
It's Ted and Jonathan. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows. It's a positive change because the only thing changing is our name. We've been the local owners for over 20 years and plan to keep it that way.
NG Windows. Shorter name, still committed to serving you Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah! EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Are you taking your garage door for granted? Is it squeaking and whining for attention? Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day repair service. Experienced technicians have been servicing homeowners in Atlanta since 1935. That's 90 years. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta can handle all your garage door and opener needs. For same-day repair service, schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
This holiday, give a gift that shines. Solomon Brothers Jewelers has Atlanta's largest selection of fine jewelry with exclusive holiday offers you won't want to miss. From bezel set jewelry in trendy yellow gold to essentials for that layered look. We've got something for everyone on your list, and at these prices, maybe something for yourself as well. Visit SolomonBrothers.com to browse our gift guides or book your customized shopping experience today. Solomon Brothers, celebrating the season with sparkle.
My wake-up call came during the holidays 3 years ago. Like many of you out there will be doing this time of year, I was savoring all the holiday stuff with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a holiday meal and I saw my dad really struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. It was that moment that I knew I had to explore home care options for my folks. This holiday season, as you enjoy precious time with your aging parents, you too might notice some small signs as they struggle with day-to-day tasks. A little more forgetful, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are clear that they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a call. It's 100% free, and it's a crucial step in getting your parents what they need for their care, allowing you, their child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story, an intense manhunt for a Rockdale County inmate who escaped from Grady Hospital.
We want to get him into custody. We want to get him off the street because he's a danger to everybody.
Lieutenant Billy Burrell with the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office says 52-year-old Timothy Shane has stolen at least 2 vehicles and a gun. He's considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information on Shane should contact the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. There is now a $5,000 reward for information that leads to the inmate's capture, and we posted his photo at WSBradio.com. It is 45 degrees in Atlanta. Freezing temperatures return tomorrow morning. What about the timing of the next rain chance? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A new plan approved by Douglas County Commissioners calls for eliminating all roadway deaths in the county by 2050. The so-called Vision Zero plan is ambitious, but Douglas County DOT Director Suleiman Rana says it's more than that.
It's not just a document. It's a commitment to save lives, improve mobility, and support the health and safety of our growing community.
The proposal identifies the most troubled areas in the county for roadway accidents and proposes more than $124 million in improvements. Residents in Chattahoochee Hills are now able to enjoy the newly expanded Campbellton Park.
It's all part of the Trust for Public Lands' ambitious Riverlands project, which aims to create 100 miles of continuous trail along the Chattahoochee River.
We're really excited about this.
Trust for Public Lands State Director George Dusenberry says the 78-acre tract of land is a big step for the southern part of the project.
It basically adds more than half a mile of protected, publicly accessible green space along the Riverlands.
The more than $2 million project was made possible thanks to a grant from the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Governor Kemp brings several Georgia business leaders to Panama for a tour of the Panama Canal.
It's a vital part of business for many Georgia companies. Governor Kemp says the Panama Canal directly connects many of the state's top business partners to the ports of Savannah and Brunswick. He's touring the canal along with First Lady Marty Kemp and representatives from the Georgia Ports Authority and Georgia Department of Economic Development. While there, they'll be looking at the canal's logistics infrastructure and supply chain operations. Economic Development Commissioner Pat Wilson says the state's connection with the canal fuels investment, supports jobs, and keeps the state competitive. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
The Trump administration insists it was legal for the U.S. military to launch a second airstrike on an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean Sea in September. At today's cabinet meeting, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the administration's mission is to prevent drug boats from getting drugs into the U.S., and they stand by the commanders who are making the calls.
I did not personally see survivors, but I stand because the thing was on fire. It was exploded in fire or smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war.
Experts, though, in military code say this was illegal. Atlanta Public Schools hosts a meeting tonight on the future of the district.
APS is inviting students, their families, and staff to share their vision for the future of teaching and learning in Atlanta at the last of 4 Forward 2040 meetings. The school district says it's about dreaming boldly with a focus on 4 key areas: early college, technology, arts, and biomedical and health sciences. Throughout this month, the APS Forward 2040 Task Force will continue its work through a series of sessions. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Your Christmas tree could be causing you to suffer from allergies. Dr. Devon Preston with the Cleveland Clinic recommends people shake and wipe down both live and artificial trees to reduce allergens hiding in the branches. And he says, don't keep the tree up for too long.
The longer you keep it in the home, the longer the mold has to grow and release more spores. So I tend to recommend that once the season's over, get rid of your trees somewhat immediately.
He says running an air purifier near your tree can help. It is now 5:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Some better news in northwest Atlanta, Bill. All lanes have reopened. Crash moved all to the right, 75 northbound before Moore's Mill exit 254, but it has put the extra pressure on 75-85 north starting now just before 17th Street. Also not doing any favors to 85 southbound leaving 400 because that ramp to 75 north is all jammed up. If you keep heading south into downtown, though, that ride is very slow. 75-85 south down to I-20. Northbound brake lights find you from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up toward Peachtree Pine Street. Outside the perimeter, 75 northbound. Waves of volume between Marietta and Kennesaw. How are we looking this evening on Georgia 400, Stephanie Stallworth?
It's that 400 southbound ride, fully loaded, leaving 285, getting down towards I-85. Had a little bit of break in the action before the Buckhead area. Otherwise, it's northbound, slugging in from 285, heading up past Abernathy, again heading out towards McFarland. And again, incoming, a little tap on the brakes for you there as well. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, breezy, cold this evening with some areas of drizzle moving through the metro region. The clouds will thin out overnight. That'll allow temperatures to drop to near 30 degrees for early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51, becoming mostly cloudy by Thursday with a few rain showers moving through the afternoon, highs in the upper 40s. Friday, scattered rain showers throughout the day, highs in the mid 40s. Few of these rain showers will linger into Saturday, drying out through the afternoon, high 53.
Right now it's 44 in Stone Mountain, 43 in Kennesaw, and 44 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Some firms do it all: divorce, criminal, real estate, and sometimes injury cases. That could cost you. Without the right focus, you may never get the attention you deserve. At John Foyne Associates, we focus 100% on personal injury law. Car accidents, truck crashes, serious injuries, that's it. So when you call us, you're not getting a lawyer juggling different types of cases. You're getting a team built to win for you.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Will my hair really grow back? Will you stay with me tonight, Mommy?
By giving today, you can help our kids get the care and treatment they need. Give to Children's for that. Donate today at choa.org/give.
MSC Cruises Black Friday sale is here with the best deal of the year. Cruise from $199. Plus, get up to $1,000 onboard credit and kids sail free. Experience MSC Cruises' signature blend of European style and American comfort, from global flavors to Broadway-style shows and more. Book your next holiday to must-see destinations like the Caribbean, Europe, and beyond. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
This is Scott Slade from iRoofer, FGA Roofing. Are you starting to consider a new roof but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost? FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. You'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention you heard about it on the radio, they'll take $1,500 off the quote, and that quote's good for a year. And with your good credit, you could take advantage of their 000 offer. 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest. Take the first step now and set up an appointment. Google FGAroofing.com.
You left a tab open?
Yeah.
Well, you know that's a firing offense.
No, from the first
Check your tab count.
From the first hour, you brought up the I missed the old sniff. I need to bring it back. Did
we just not comment it, or did you stop doing it?
I think I stopped. I think you bullied it out of me.
Oh, you don't sniff after you make a declaration
I don't think
anymore?
so, but now it's going to be in my head.
I'm so tired. I mean, I've worked with so many people who do that. What are the odds?
But in the first hour, you were talking about that study where apparently over half the population thinks that their dog is their soulmate, right?
56% of dog owners believe that their dog is their soulmate.
So then you went off on the rant talking about how there's no soulmates
No
out there.
such thing as a soulmate.
And we're talking about compatibility with people, right? So I had asked Grok earlier. I forgot about this.
Grok.
And I asked, all right, Grok, how many people am I realistically compatible with? And it says somewhere between 3 and 30 million people on Earth are realistically compatible with you for a long-term romantic relationship. And it breaks it down. It's like world population, 8.2 billion, half for your gender, reasonable age, and it goes down.
Yes,
So,
culture and stuff, because it's like,
oh, that's a good point.
Well, that's what whittles it down. But you start with a pool of 30 million.
Okay.
Once you whittle it down, it may end up at, who knows, 800,000 or 1 million. But that's the point. There is no such thing as a soulmate. It's a made-up thing.
But
It's
what
a
a bummer.
It's a term of romance.
Do we have to be like talking about
Well,
it?
yeah, because
come
I think
on,
that because this is why people end up, in bad relationships and all that, because they buy into all these weird notions. The idea that there's only one other soul out there, and you happen to meet that person, boy, you both just happen to work at Applebee's, is ridiculous. What is not ridiculous is that there is a set number of people on the planet that you would be highly compatible with. And if you find one of those people, that is magic. See, Autumn, that is magical.
There you go.
That is magical that you would meet one of these people.
Those $2 margaritas were hitting at that.
That's right. And I believe me and my wife, we've been together 38 years. The two of us ended up with somebody who was in that pool of highly compatible people that were on the planet. And that's still, the likelihood of actually doing that is still quite small. She took a job at the East Avenue Inn, and then I did. And we met each other there. There's no way that we are the only two people ever, and we found each other. That's a romantic
Maybe you could
notion.
still believe in soulmates, but it has to just be one person. Like a lot of people could be a soulmate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But what you're saying
Why are you
is
laughing, Jared?
You're changing.
My soulmate.
You're,
It'd be a soul orgy.
You're saying
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're my soul
Some
hero.
ladies in here too.
Soul hero.
You're saying the same thing I am. It's just that you're changing the meaning of highly compatible to soulmate.
Well, I'm
You
not
won't
really
even use-
I'm just arguing with you for no reason.
I know.
don't
Well,
really-
that's part of the show. That's the beauty
Okay,
of
It's
the show.
always been her thing.
Yeah.
No, it
Autumn
hasn't.
just picks a fight. Autumn picks a fight with Eric Von Hassler. And here's a serious, not serious, but a non-comical question to you is, it seems to me, and I want to know why, what's underneath it, why is it important that concept be real?
Well, it just feels like, what's the point of taking away the tinsel when there's so much reality in my face, in our faces constantly?
Yes.
It's like, do we have to now talk about other things that just like aren't real, and we have to say that's dumb and you're dumb if you think that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not.
I think in
perhaps my bedside
spiritually,
manner.
you agree, but it is
Yeah.
a show and we have to talk about stuff.
No.
So
I
I'm
mean,
just
my bedside manner may not be as good as it could be on delivering the news, but overall, I kind of think it's better to deal with reality as reality, because, like I said, when you drill down into it, the idea that you actually would meet and get together and live a long life with one of these people out there who's highly compatible with you, that's still magical and rare. Just look at the divorce rate. It's magical and rare.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and my wife for 38 years, nothing but bliss.
Nothing.
Perfect.
Perfect.
No problems
No, I
ever.
mean, we
Ever.
just seem to get along on
You're
everything.
just so lucky.
Yeah, it is a very lucky thing.
For anybody out there that may be going through a breakup or a divorce now,
You're
there's
weak.
somebody else out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're an idiot.
I messed that up.
Just sign up for a dating site and pay money.
Yeah,
I know.
That I would never do. Well, first of all, now at my age, if I was ever out of a relationship for whatever reason,
You wouldn't swipe?
nope. I would just say
So
that part of
I-
my life is behind me. That's
So
what I
I
would
met
say.
Joe on Hinge.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason why we matched was well, not the only reason, but
'Cause you're
one of the
soulmates?
reasons. Because we're soulmates. Because his dog is my soulmate. No, because yeah. What if you find someone that you just think
Yeah.
is okay, but
Yeah.
then you find out like their dog is your
Yeah,
soulmate?
yeah. Never leave. I'm not leaving her with a dog. I can tell you
No.
that. Don't leave me,
But
little.
but he expanded his like criteria for like a zone or whatever. What is it called? Like how wide? What
A
like,
region. I like wide
Net?
hips.
codes
How wide
he'll
the net would
accept.
be? How wide his net would be? Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
thank
Yes.
you.
Regionally or what?
Oh, just like like further south of Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all Philippines before that.
Yeah, and then we met.
And that's beautiful.
now we're soulmates.
And now you know what? I'm glad you guys are together.
And he's my best friend.
I sense. Yeah, I love that you say that because the way that you said it, it has like this sort of hysteria, you know.
He's,
kinda
oh my
like-
God,
like-
my boyfriend is so great. He's my best friend.
Like if I hear that kind of, the first thing I think, and I could be wrong, is he's cheating on you.
We have a Facebook account. Autumn and Joe, Facebook.
Do you guys do the thing together? Are you both on your Facebook? Do you talk about what a great and wonderful,
Oh, yeah. Man Crush Monday.
yeah, wonderful? This is when because I have a male brain. Whenever I see the Facebook couples and they're together, or the guy who just goes on in his profile about what a wonderful, strong, but caring, spouse he has, I'm just thinking, he's cheating. That's just the first thing that comes to my mind.
Or he got caught and she forgave him.
Well, there's that. And what are the odds you got caught the first time?
Yeah.
So what are the odds it actually stopped?
I swear it was just this one time.
Look, I get it. You're just sticking around as the kids get out of high school.
Yeah.
I like the
There's
one.
so
where it's
many
like,
marriages that just happen to end like the day after the youngest kid
They do that.
graduates from high school. I know many people have done it.
I like when they say like, I wasn't thinking about you. Like, or no, I was thinking about you the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that makes me feel better.
Crying
Yeah,
at home
it's
while
like-
I'm going at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were thinking about me, and then
Well, that'll make
you
it
kept
easier.
going.
That'll make it easier the next time I see the next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so ugly.
Mowing
I
his
lasted
lawn.
longer.
Yeah. Thanks for the help.
That's how I impressed the young girl.
Yeah.
Is I kept thinking about your face. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
That is right, Eric. 280, starting on the inner loop, 285 eastbound, heading over to Dunwoody and Dorville as you leave Georgia 400. That's where the brake lights find you. Not going to find any relief as you approach I-85. It's just going to stay as a long, slow ride, 285 southbound, about 10, 15 extra minutes added to your trip time, getting down to East Ponce de Leon, exit number 40. And we're going to check 285 west and south over on the west side of town with the help of Stephanie Stallworth.
You'll start that outer loop ride out of Sandy Springs, really jam-packed through there from 400 as you head over towards Riverside, and you're slow and go all the way down that west side, down towards I-20. Interloop northbound, you're below the limit near Cascade up to the ramps for I-20. Then again, right around South Cobb Drive gets busy to 75 and off and on towards the 400 corridor. From the Coray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When we came up with the idea for Clark's Christmas Kids 35 years ago, I told myself we were going to help every foster child across the state. But we need your help. To find out how you can make a child's Christmas wishes come true, visit WSBRadio.com.
When you decide to buy a natural diamond, remember Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort is an authorized Hearts on Fire jeweler. Every Hearts on Fire diamond is a piece of art, carefully and thoughtfully selected and crafted, worthy of the kind of special occasions that come along a few times in a lifetime. My friends at Tara Fine Jewelry will show you how to accurately compare diamonds with their famous personal service, so you'll know you're making a good decision. You'll see why I've been a Tara Fine Jewelry customer for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
It's the end of the year. Time to look back and reflect. Look at all we did. But look at all the things we meant to do, but never actually did. After all those tipsy New Year's promises, you didn't join the gym. You didn't get around to reading War and Peace. And apparently, you didn't do anything about this garage door that's still not working right. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A quick repair will get your garage door back in shape, no matter how much you eat. No crazy diets, just a smooth, quiet door going up and down like it should. And after all of your friends have bailed on their gym memberships, you'll have a garage door that works like a charm for several New Years to come. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll throw in my copy of War and Peace. I mean, who am I kidding?
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
The holiday season is a time for joy, but for many of our neighbors in need, it can be a time of worry and uncertainty. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This year, we're celebrating the season of giving by partnering with Must Ministries, helping provide food, shelter, clothing, and hope to thousands of local families in need. And you can help make a difference. When you purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle between now and January 2nd from any of our 21 Jim Ellis dealerships, we'll gladly make a donation to Must Ministries on your behalf. So while you're finding the perfect car, truck, or SUV, you'll also be giving the gift of hope, putting food on tables, toys under trees, and smiles on faces across our community. Get started today at JimEllis.com. Shop more than 5,000 vehicles and enjoy the convenience of the Jim Ellis Expressway, where you can start or complete your entire purchase online. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Maybe you haven't heard about us. We're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless has you paying for more data than you might need. Why? They might want you to cover the costs of younger people who do use all that data. If you're not using the data, you're probably being used. We've heard time and time again that some Big Wireless customers get stuck paying hundreds and even thousands more for years and years because they think it's hard to switch. Not with us. It takes just about 20 minutes and you can change your plan anytime without extra charges. We use the same towers as the big guys, so you'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Our plans start at just $20 a month, and for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Laura Loomer, what's the new thing? She's saying some kind of conspiracy thing about the Pentagon. I don't know exactly what it is.
It's actually a square.
I know she's in there with all those influencers that signed up to be a part of it. And
because the mainstream press is no longer covering the Pentagon because they asked them for some weird draconian rules. And they just said, okay, we're out of here. So now Laura Loomer is the press?
As
it's
it
in
should
there?
be.
Exactly. We finally have gotten... Have you guys seen the drunk video of Laura Loomer? I know you have, George.
I have
Autumn,
not.
you would love it.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was who
Some
was
sort
it?
of right-wing party thing.
No, somebody dropped it that's in the news right now that got stung by her. I can't remember who it was. But she's at this party, and I could tell the other guy was some kind of MAGA influencer or something, but I didn't know who he was. And she's so obviously hitting on him, and she's drunk. And the way she's hitting on him is she keeps talking about how he's a good guy who doesn't cheat on his girl. I respect that you know, and bring your girlfriend. And the way that she's doing, she's touching him. And this guy, who I don't know who he is, but he had some sort of fame online at one point, is just enduring it. And just every time he tries to walk away, she throws her arm around him again.
Oh, boy. Is this the one when she had blonde hair from like 5 years ago?
Might be. Don't remember what
It's
the
kind of
hair.
dark. The video's hard to...
I think it's, yeah. It's so funny
She's
for her.
ridiculous.
She keeps talking about how what she loves that he's such a good boyfriend, and it's not. Some of these people, they'll just sleep with anybody. You're not like that. We should get together. We should get to bring your girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I love some beer.
Yeah. It's like that. And this woman has a ridiculous amount of power over this administration.
Now, I am curious, George, since you know Laura and you kind of...
Your buddies.
Are you jealous?
Super. Well,
Yeah.
this is before we met, actually, so...
Oh, okay.
I forget the Laura Loomer
Get past
story.
it.
You got her digits, but then you texted her and got ghosted.
Yeah, I
Right?
texted her about something show related. We were going to try to talk
Yeah.
to her or something, and she never texted back.
She got
Sadly. We
It's
met at
sad.
You're not big
we
enough.
met at Rice Street.
You got to get her at that drunken point she's at in this
I should've,
video.
Maybe
Should've
liquored her
been-
up a little bit.
That's right.
That's when she started her makeover too, lightening the hair and curling it a little bit.
Little face work.
Yeah.
She's
No.
super hot.
Is she?
No.
Okay. I mean, she's not unpleasant to look at. I wouldn't say that she's hot, though. I wouldn't put her in that.
She has had some work, which
Well,
is
first of all, I don't
strange.
judge women that way because I'm better than most people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But,
he's great.
If
You
asked,
know what I find sexy? Her brain.
exactly.
Yes.
Well, not her brain, but I get what you're saying.
Well, yeah, the brain.
I actually think that her face is actually nicer than her brain.
After
We
I
all look like
removed it, I said, "Well, that's the best part."
You sounded like Harrison Ford there.
Well, I remove a lot of brains.
George, maybe for tomorrow, let's try to cinch that into some. I didn't think when I watched it yesterday, and I thought this is hilarious. I couldn't really figure out a way to kind of present it on the radio. There's so much you have to explain what's going on.
I'll try to make a little highlight reel.
That one, she's always at these parties. There's another one where she's yelling at Milo, whatever, Yamalula, whatever.
Neo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah. She's yelling at him, and he's yelling back, and they sound like they're 8-year-olds on a playground. So I enjoy these little looks into Laura Loomer. What I can't understand is who are the people who listen to this woman and go, yeah.
The president.
She makes a lot of sense, is what I'm saying. I like her.
Yeah.
She's got Trump's ear.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Like,
I have no idea who she is.
Have you? Well, you do.
Well, maybe I hugged her and
His
her
latest
makeup was
pardon-
all over my coat.
Pardon this Honduran president that we just put into jail for 45 years.
I don't know anything about him.
And it was like, why'd you pardon him? Some people tell me he wasn't treated well. That's it? If the right people tell you somebody wasn't treated well, they get a pardon. You don't look into it yourself. You don't.
Not really.
I don't even know his name.
At least I used a real pen.
Alex Williams. Yes, that's the most important thing. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on 85 North into Gwinnett.
Luckily, no crashes we can find in the way right now, Eric. Just the cars in front of you keeping you slow. 85 northbound. You hit the brake pedal just north of Chambly Tucker Road at I-285. Not much relief till you get up to Beaver Ruin Road. Then a few more scattered brake lights between Duluth and Swanee. 400 northbound on and off the brakes, leaving 285 in Sandy Springs up toward Holcomb Bridge Road in Roswell. And we got several new trouble spots we're watching through Midtown and downtown. Stephanie Stallworth.
And a couple of wrecks for you out there if you're traveling downtown connector northbound in through Midtown. We already had those delays in play getting up through the Grady Curve, but then after that we broke free and ended up with a crash. Had one up there before 10th Street in the center of the roadway, another one beyond that just before the 75-85 split, also in the right center lane as you head further northbound. This report brought to you by Publix. Get the BOGOs before they go. Shop the latest buy one get one free deals at your local Publix supermarket. These deals won't last, so stop by today. Free item must be of equal or lesser price. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
Two homes, same street, same layout, but one had an orchard sign and sold for a whole lot more. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and here's why that matters. The first seller went the traditional route. Weeks of showings, price drops, frustration. In the end, they settled for less. The second seller chose Orchard and got ahead. Their agent knew what buyers wanted, made smart upgrades, and marketed the home like a pro. It sold fast and for top dollar. And here's the kicker. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller had already moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No last-minute cleanings, no strangers walking through during dinner, no stress. You're not stuck. You don't have to wait. You can move now and still sell for more. Start your free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, day 2 of an intense manhunt for the escaped inmate from Rockdale County considered armed and dangerous. A $5,000 reward is now offered for his capture.
Timothy Shane fled a mental health check at Grady, stole an SUV, and took off with valuable contraband on board.
He stole a firearm from the vehicle.
He later stole another car, drove it to Henry County, and then traveled by Uber to a house in Rockdale County. There, the trail goes cold. Rockdale Sheriff's Deputy Billy Burrell says they want to hear from you if you spot him.
If they're in Rockdale County, call 911 to get additional units to that location.
Shane is a 52-year-old white male, 5'9", with a buzz cut, possibly still wearing a red hoodie and dark pants. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
And we have posted the inmate's photo at WSBradio.com. 45 degrees in Atlanta. Clearing out tonight, but temperatures fall close to freezing by morning. When does the next round of rain arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. An ambitious plan to make roads safer in Douglas County.
The Vision Zero plan aims to eliminate roadway deaths in the county by 2050.
For us, each and every life matters.
County DOT Director Suleiman Rana acknowledges the plan is bold and expensive, with more than $124 million worth of safety improvements identified in the proposal, but he believes it's important.
Douglas County is taking a proactive, forward-thinking step to protect the lives and build a safer transportation network for our future.
Rana says they will conduct annual reviews of progress and hope to get state and federal funds to help pay for the improvements. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A man and a woman are found dead in Lawrenceville after police go to a home on Clearwater Place for a welfare check.
Homicide investigators are not looking for anybody outstanding. Preliminarily, they believe it to be isolated between the two individuals inside of the home.
Corporal Ryan Winderweedle with Gwinnett Police says the medical examiner will determine the cause of death. DeKalb Police are releasing new pictures in hopes of identifying the suspects responsible for killing a young woman celebrating her birthday during a car meetup. 21-year-old Kenaya Hightower was shot and killed outside a gas station on Moreland Avenue October 26th. She was caught in the crossfire when two groups of people started shooting at each other. Anyone with information is asked to contact DeKalb Police. We have posted the new pictures at our website. A new tool in Atlanta helps the Atlanta Postal Service deal with extra volume during the busy holiday season.
That's the sound of a new single induction package sorter machine that was unveiled at the Postal Service's Atlanta Local Processing Center. The machine can process up to 4,500 packages in an hour. Tiffany Rowland with the Postal Service.
In total, it's 177 zip codes that's processed within this building. And so the machine breaks it down to each particular location. It's less processing that happens at the local post offices.
And she says that in the end will speed up delivery times. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The FAA is asking Delta and other major airlines to prove they complied with government-ordered flight cuts during the government shutdown. Transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve says the FAA is sending letters to the airlines.
These letters were planned, and there had been complaints by airlines who felt some other carriers were not fully adhering to the cuts when that order was in effect.
They could risk fines of up to $75,000 per flight over the threshold. If you want to see Christmas lights, Cobb EMC has a new map of incredible light displays across the county.
It all started when Chris Delaney's little boy wanted to know where Christmas light fight-worthy houses like those on TV were in Cobb County. His mom gathered Cobb EMC colleagues to go on a light safari to find out, and then
we created this very cute old-timey map that gives you the address of all the homes that are on our service lines that are really spectacular.
The map can be downloaded from the Cobb EMC site, and you can vote for your favorite home. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Got some good news for those out there traveling up into Midtown. Bill, just watch police get this crash into the Gore. All lanes are back open. 75-85 northbound at 10th Street, exit 250. But it did not help out the delays behind it. It is a very long, slow ride. 75-85 north from University Avenue up into Midtown. Not any better southbound. 75 south brake lights find you south of Moores Mill. 85 jams in at the merge with Georgia 400. Not going to find any relief from those brake lights until you get down toward I-20. Speaking of, how is I-20 looking over on the west side, Stephanie Stallworth?
I-20 looking much better than it's been looking. If you're heading in the outbound direction, had a little slowdown inside the perimeter right around MLK, getting over to 285. Then after that, right near Fulton Industrial, as you head on over towards Thornton Road, got some delays up ahead. Beyond that, looks great as you head out towards Lee Road. Elsewhere on the inbound direction, no major issues been reported for you there. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, breezy, cold this evening with some areas of drizzle moving through the metro region. The clouds will thin out overnight. That'll allow temperatures to drop to near 30 degrees for early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51, becoming mostly cloudy by Thursday with a few rain showers moving through the afternoon, highs in the upper 40s. Friday, scattered rain showers throughout the day, highs in the mid 40s. Few of these rain showers will linger into Saturday, drying out through the afternoon, high 53.
Right now, 41 in Sandy Springs, 40 in Powder Springs, and 45 in Locust Grove. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Caiaccio, Hour 4 begins right now. I messed it up. I was going to start with, let's go, 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 Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
That's live
But I
radio.
saw this thing going on where it's obvious now. Trump is saying he and Hegseth did not know about the second boat strike. Hello, Admiral Bradley. Yeah. It's all on you. It's all on you. They started saying his name yesterday. We didn't know. Now, we got to find this audio. Did you find it? Is it?
Yes.
Is it as advertised?
Yeah, it's pretty.
So remember that they're calling these 6 senators who released this video telling soldiers that they didn't have to carry out unlawful orders, that they're being called the seditious 6 over this. Apparently somebody dug up something from 2016 from our very own Pete Hegseth. Do you have that? Can we get it? Who has it? Who has that?
Can you fire there, Georgie?
There are some guys at Leavenworth who made really bad choices on the battlefield. And I do think there have to be consequences for abject war crimes. If you're doing something that is just completely unlawful and ruthless, then there is a consequence for that. That's why the military said it won't follow unlawful orders from their commander-in-chief. There's a standard, there's an ethos, there's a belief that we are above what so many things that our enemies or others would do.
Okay, how is that different from the video that was made by Mark Kelly? And oh, I know. Those guys have a D in front of their name. That is the only difference.
They're the bad guys.
And there's a lot of people who go, yeah, well, that's the difference that matters to me. They got a D. That makes them seditious. He's got an R, and he's in MAGA. That makes him a patriot.
Hell yeah.
And don't push me any further because I have no layers intellectually, although I speak a lot very loudly.
Or maybe Trump sees that video and he says, I think you did see that second strike.
Hey, you know what?
Leave the Admiral alone.
The seditious seven.
Get him out of here.
You just can't make this stuff up.
Is that almost verbatim what they said?
It's not, I don't know about verbatim, but basically at the end there, he said,
we won't do unlawful orders from our
because
commanders.
We're different. Very, very interesting. But, that was back in 2016. People change, they grow. Sometimes your fealty is to the Constitution in 2016, and then lo and behold, years later, your fealty is not to your country, but to one individual man. That does happen, and it's understandable.
Kill them all.
It's be interesting to watch that. Boy, this is just in 48 hours.
When's it gonna
No one's ever heard of Admiral Bradley too. Well, if this was wrong, he did it. We didn't have anything to do with it. Good leadership. Good
Never gonna be
cracker.
over. It's going to go on forever.
No, we all die one day, so this doesn't go on
sweet
forever.
relief.
Oh my gosh.
She's not taking it well.
Yeah.
She's not taking it well.
Two death references from Autumn of all people.
Well, she's a pretty dark individual. I don't know why you would
Very
say
dark,
just because
but
that's kind of misogynist, where you're assuming because she's a girl, she would be more
Not true.
lighthearted than the rest of us.
Not true at
She's
all.
a very, very dark individual.
If there is
in
death,
all ways.
If there is death brought up on this show, it's always you or Greg that brings
Yes.
it up, not Autumn.
It's just, I'm trying to have a Christmas.
You got to hold on until January of 2027 when we'll have another impeachment show trial and nothing happens, and then he'll be a lame duck for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, just hang in there. Hang in there, kid.
It just feels
when I found
embarrassing. It feels overwhelming.
I'm
It
not
feels-
embarrassed. It's not embarrassing.
Yeah, why is it embarrassing?
We're just starting to act.
Because-
We're just starting to act like other countries at this point. I'm not. I don't care about. I mean, I do care about that because I don't want us to be a rogue nation, and all of that. I do care about that. But yeah, I realized, because a lot of people are like, Eric, we sending you happy Thanksgiving. We didn't get anything back, and. In that 2.5 days, and I was just with my family up at Lake Hartwell, I want to do this forever, but the other side of it is I realized how easy it is for me to disconnect. It's not hard. I didn't watch one news program. I didn't check my phone. I did nothing. And it wasn't like I'm digitally detoxing and that. I didn't even think about that going in. And I recognize there's just this period at the end of my life where I do want to have some years where I simply do not know what today's headline is. And become so far removed because I don't know what yesterday's headline was. And I don't know what last week's big story was. And so it's the old thing from Candide, I think it was, mind your own garden and don't care. Just mind your own garden. Be a good parent, be a good friend, be a good whatever. Help people when you can. Have your own plans. Try to get ahead. Be aspirational. But don't assume that any politician is going to help you or harm you. These things could happen by chance, but just forget about that class of people. I mean, to me, that's what I want to do. And I think it sounds like, Autumn, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you were doggedly following the news and going to every town hall meeting, whatever, you get 5 years out, you will have paid basically the same amount of taxes. You get 5 years out, your country basically would have done in foreign exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Then
just
what's the
disconnect. The point is, our job is to have happy lives.
Oh, I've said that for a couple of years about working on the micro and not the macro.
The macro it's going to do whatever it wants to do.
But I think our micro can influence the macro at some point.
I don't, but I do think that it's
But you're
good
at the
to.
end. You're seeing the end of the
end. I'm 61.
conveyor belt.
Yeah, well, you're almost there.
Medicines are pretty good these days, kids. So, I don't think that you affect it, but I do think it's good to live by this maxim. leave the campground a little cleaner than you found it. And that's a great way to live.
Or don't go to the campground.
Or if you don't want to. But the
Set
point
it on
being,
fire.
the point being is, well, that's what Autumn, I'm trying to talk her out of. The point,
Stay in
the
the Sheridan.
point being is live your life in such a way that you can be happy. And that usually happens when you're, a better friend, a better husband, a better whatever. These are the things that will make
Personal
you
growth.
happy. Do not depend on, if that person gets elected, then it's going to, no, it's not going to happen. They don't care about you. They used you. And that's just the way that it is. Now, are there good politicians here or there? I suppose, if they're in their first year. But if they stick around 4, 5, 6 years, you can't do that without being corrupted by the system. It's impossible. So live your life and tend to your own garden. Don't worry what's going on in New York City or London or Cairo. Just tend to your own garden.
It's just difficult because, you see the things that are happening and they might affect your neighbor, and
might.
just like there, but for the grace of God,
That's their
why?
problem.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it into that's their problem. It's just that am I going to spend my life, just being an activist? And
No, but
and I'm asking for me. I'm not saying for you. I'm saying
I know.
the
I'm
thing
just-
that I've gone through is, I can't, I can't save the world, but I can leave the campground a little cleaner than I found it. So that's what I concentrate on. And that's where happiness is going to come from. People feel happy on election night when their guy or gal wins. How long does it last if you're not one of the people who are the core members of that movement? How long does it last? Well, you look 6 months later. You know what? Life is pretty much the same. Eggs still cost a lot of money. Cereal costs $10 a box. Remember when you were so excited it feels good. The person you supported, but very rarely do you feel 6 months later like, man, did that pay off in Aces?
Yeah.
I feel like there's got to be some place in the middle to land, because I think not sort of doing or participating at all, right? That's one extreme. And then being so into it and being an activist and fighting every fight, like that's the other extreme. There's got to be some sort of
So
middle
my
ground.
whole thing is that no matter how much I don't vote and don't whatever, I pay taxes every year. I am involved.
Yeah.
I am involved. And I'm helping fund this government. And, if I make the decision that that's enough for me, then that's fine. I just feel like, okay, this is, they're going to take my money. They're going to waste it. Even when they take my money and they use it for things that I think they should use it for, they will still waste it.
Yeah.
It will still be the worst use of those funds
That's
possible.
frustrating.
Well, for me, it's not because it's all I'm given. So, okay, you got that. By law, you've got that. So, but that's all you're getting from me. I'm not going to give it to the government as to whether or not I feel good today or I'm happy today or I'm sad today. I mean, that's giving them way too much power. I mean, I'm making decisions now about, end of the life and how I want it to be. You know where I don't want it to be? A series of government institutions where I'm going to, or hospitals, or
Paperwork gets handed over
whatever.
from one.
No,
This
no.
institution
I made the
needs this
decision.
paperwork.
I don't know where that red line is, but there's a red line that says, oh, it's just more of that. And that's when we pack up and go to Oregon. I could be 75, 85, 95. I have no idea. But I am not going to end my life on
was like, what's in
gurneys. Huh?
I was confused for a second. I was like, what's in Oregon?
Oregon is where you can go and
Death pod.
lay down in a pod.
Hey, come on,
wave
guys.
goodbye to your
Night-night.
family. What I'm not going to do, and I know you're going to play something and be funny, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to end this life being pushed around on gurneys through government here and then my family constantly with the paperwork and the government. I'm going to leave this world with as little engagement with the government as possible. And when I get there, I'll figure out what that looks like. But I'm not going to throw myself in the hand. I can't stand it. Something came up the other day where it's like, I got to start thinking about, retirement and when should I retire and what kind of health care, whatever. And immediately it was like, well, if you don't get on Medicare by 62, then they start.
You get a penalty.
You get a
for not
penalty. Yeah, that's the
joining
way it should be.
Yeah.
For giving you money since I was 12 years old in my first job, it should definitely be that I end up in a situation where there will be penalties and punishment. And let me tell you a good life. I'm going out without dealing with that. Alex Williams sees glowing brake lights.
Ooh.
Sounds like you could maybe have some s'mores or something if you put them over these glowing, beautiful brake lights. Are they beautiful on 285 in the west side? Is that what you're saying, Alex? It's Christmas-like?
They're beautiful for us. Probably not beautiful if you're sitting in it. You got plenty of time to eat those s'mores out there on the west side perimeter, Eric. 285 southbound. No crashes in the way right now. Just a slow ride out of Smyrna and Vinings from Paces Ferry Road, trying to pass Hollowell Parkway, getting down to I-20, that west freeway, into DeKalb County. 285 eastbound, you slow east of Georgia 400 over to I-85 and southbound through Tucker and Clarkston, getting a little bit better, but we're still seeing waves of volume down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway, and it's still been a slow ride through the heart of downtown Atlanta. Stephanie Stallworth.
There's still a lot of volume coming up from University. Extra heavy on the brakes, getting to I-20 and around the Grady curve. Had two separate crashes in Midtown northbound. They've both been cleared out of the travel portion of the roadway. That last one was near 10th Street. They were moving everything from the Gore area to the right shoulder, so I was a little extra slow a few minutes ago. This report brought to you by the Danny Did Foundation. The Danny Did Foundation expands epilepsy care in memory of Danny Stanton, who was lost to sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. If you or someone you know has seizures, visit DannyDid.org for resources. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in two left lanes.
Depend on us.
See some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Rufus. What the? Dave Baker here. Findlay Roofing, the Roof guys, and Rufus are proud to support Clark's Christmas Kids again this year. Findlay will donate $100 from every roof replacement between now and December 14th. They're committed to donate at least $15,000 to Clark's Christmas Kids. Santa is so proud, and Rufus is proud too. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
The holiday season is a time for joy. But for many of our neighbors in need, it can be a time of worry and uncertainty. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This year, we're celebrating the season of giving by partnering with Must Ministries, helping provide food, shelter, clothing, and hope to thousands of local families in need. And you can help make a difference. When you purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle between now and January 2nd from any of our 21 Jim Ellis dealerships, we'll gladly make a donation to Must Ministries on your behalf. So while you're finding the perfect car, truck, or SUV, you'll also be giving the gift of hope, putting food on tables, toys under trees, and smiles on faces across our community. Get started today at JimEllis.com. Shop more than 5,000 vehicles and enjoy the convenience of the Jim Ellis Expressway, where you can start or complete your entire purchase online. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
This holiday season, when you get them STIHL, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit STIHLUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from STIHL. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
My new life motto. Either I'm up and running or I'm gone. I'm not going to have a 2 or 3 year. Who's that in the corner? Slumping in the chair. Oh, that's it. That's what's left of Eric.
That's old Uncle Eric.
Get off of my couch.
All right. Well, you have a nice open mic. He wants to.
I think it's a response to the drunk guy.
Well, then we should play the drunk guy first, then.
Okay.
So people just tuning in now.
Here.
The research tells us that we have the audience turns over, and we end up with a brand new audience every 32 seconds.
Yep.
Wow.
So you got to reset the topic, man.
So should we reset the whole?
One has a doctor. Yeah, we're taking calls. Drunk people.
Yeah, drunk people, and Autumn is worried about death. Okay, that's where we are. All right, go ahead.
I think we all could get together and say that we know you don't care. It's not new. Your nihilism is only upstaged by your narcissism, and just try to leave in the basement.
Pothead. I like that. So right now, nihilism is winning over. No, narcissism is winning over nihilism. We'll have to keep an eye on that competition, see how it goes.
And watch the polls.
And you think this is a response to that?
I think so.
Eric,
Dr. Nares, love you guys to death. Listen to you every single day. It's so funny when I hear people that don't like what you guys are saying, especially Eric, but don't take it to heart. Love what you guys are doing. Please, for the love of God, keep doing it.
Hey, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. But I really think we need a drunk guy who likes us in order to really balance out.
You guys are.
Yes, sir.
You guys talk about things, and then, but I just love it, man. And it's 6 after.
That's what we need.
And cold.
That guy was very fantastic, but very sober-minded.
Oh, very sober.
Yeah, it was, I think in order to, you can't wash away the drunk who hates us unless you find a drunk who loves us. So it's very.
I also like Shelly, but I ain't passing by them.
That's
you
right,
were
sir.
about to pass it by him?
You know, I pass out.
Pass him by.
He's arrogant.
All right, so what's going on now, George Clark? Trump is now saying that the concept of affordability is a Democrat con job.
Yes, he said that earlier today at this press conference.
Affordability in what sense?
Well, we keep talking about affordability, and of course, Democrats are trying to get elected, so they're talking about affordability, much like Republicans did when eggs cost so much money and we had a different president. But now it's a con job. You have it?
The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats. They say affordable. I watched the other day where some very low IQ congresswoman talked about affordability. She had no idea. Their prices were much higher.
What?
So that's how he ended the little screed, but he started it like this.
You know, there's this fake narrative that the Democrats talk about, affordability. They just say the word. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. Just say
it does mean a lot.
I inherited the worst inflation in history. There
been
was
a
no
year.
affordability. Nobody could afford anything.
It's been a year. What do you want, Trump? Is it 3 years in? And by the way, you and MAGA were making fun of that last guy when he kept blaming you. And very rightly so. There was a pandemic that shut everything down, and Biden was acting like that was just a result, the economy was just a result of Trump. That was BS. Also, what you just heard, is BS. Nobody even knows what affordability means. No, your rich behind has no idea what affordability means. Hey, Donald Trump, everything in the world is affordable to you and your family. So it doesn't surprise me that you think affordability is a concept people don't even understand. But try living in an apartment complex with 2 kids, a wife, and maybe a couple of pets in 2025, and you would quickly know 2 things. That person voted for you, and secondly, they know that affordability is not a con job because it's just as difficult now as it was before you got in there. At some point, own the damn economy and stop blaming people who haven't been president for a damn year. It's pathetic. Step up. Be better. Oh, you want to give these away?
I think that's a nice gesture.
Give me a be better there. Did she leave?
Melania. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know who you were going to call.
Well, who says be better?
Be better.
No.
I don't know who does it.
She's not very famous. First name Melania. Look her up. Alex Williams.
Be better.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
I was on a roll there. You really ruined it. You ruined that on him. I was on a roll. I was going to bring it on home.
Get the script. I didn't get a chance to read it.
Well, before we get to traffic, let's bring it back with some tickets here.
All right, 2 tickets to see Guns N' Roses on Saturday, September 29th, 2026 at Truist Park. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says the ride is improving on 75 through Marietta, but if it's not that great, he wants you to know he inherited this rush hour from Joe Biden.
Absolutely. It's been like this for at least a year. 75 northbound. Eric, we're just seeing a tap of the brakes now between Marietta and Kennesaw, starting around North Marietta Parkway up toward Chastain Road, but much better up into Ackworth. 400 northbound. All that's left over is a little bit of slowing in Sandy Springs from 285 up past the North Springs MARTA Station. Any improvement on I-85 into Gwinnett County, Stephanie Stallworth?
We're looking at some of that usual lineup there with the evening volume approaching 285 on 85 North out toward the scene of an earlier issue off near Beaver Ruin on the shoulder. A few more delays ahead, tapping the brakes usual. Slow down and roll there past 317 Lawrenceville Sewanee Road. Other than that, hadn't been too bad. Tapping the brakes there as you head out towards the Beaufort area. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair is completely redefined hair restoration from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
Visit my friends at Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort. This is Scott Slade. They specialize in exquisite handcrafted fine jewelry and natural mined diamonds, never mass-produced. It's where I've been doing business for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, a $5,000 reward is offered as the manhunt continues for the Rockdale County inmate who escaped from Grady Hospital. 52-year-old Timothy Shane was taken to the hospital for a mental exam yesterday. Rockdale County Sheriff's Lieutenant Billy Burrell says Shane has stolen at least 2 cars and a gun.
We believe that he is still in possession of that firearm, so accompanied with his criminal history, that's why we're considering him armed and dangerous.
An Uber dropped Shane off at a residence in Rockdale County, but he was not there. We posted Shane's photo at WSBradio.com. Anyone with information should contact the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. It is 44 degrees in Atlanta. Temperatures falling fast tonight. What about the next rain chance? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A murder suspect is dead after a standoff with Bartow County deputies at a home in Cartersville. The GBI now says 39-year-old Dylan Rice was holding an air rifle when he was shot and killed. When deputies arrived, they say Rice refused to come out of the house, so they deployed flashbangs. He then came out of a back door holding what appeared to be a shotgun or rifle. After he pointed the gun at deputies, Rice was shot. Investigators later determined the gun Rice was holding was a pellet air rifle. No deputies were injured in the incident, and the GBI is now investigating the officer-involved shooting. A project to increase green space along the Chattahoochee River is getting another boost.
The Trust for Public Land says they finalized the acquisition of more than a half-mile of riverfront property to expand Campbellton Park in the city of Chattahoochee Hills. Trust for Public Land State Director George Dusenberry says this is a key addition to their overall goal.
At the end of the day,
we want a continuous green space that extends all the way from Buford Dam down to Chattahoochee Bend State Park.
The land purchase was made possible through a partnership with the city and a nearly $2 million Department of Natural Resources grant. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Douglas County employees are getting a year-end bonus. Commissioners approved the one-time payment as part of their workforce retention initiative. Commission Chair Dr. Ramona Jackson-Jones says they want to reward county staff.
This retention incentive is a reflection of our gratitude for the hard work and dedication of our employees.
In order to be eligible, employees have to have worked for the county for a minimum of 6 months. Holiday shopping seems to be off to a fast start in Atlanta, according to data from small businesses that use block payment options.
The company that owns those payment options like Square and Cash App finds Atlanta outpaced the rest of the country in spending from Black Friday to Cyber Monday.
Over the total weekend, we drove $57 million in spending in Atlanta. And Midtown Atlanta was the specific hotspot where we saw Cash App users really coming out to shop with Square sellers.
Block's Allison Meyer says most were spending on things like beauty, health and fitness, dining and travel. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The city of Johns Creek is the latest to look at regulating e-bikes. The issue came up at a city council work session after residents raised concerns about safety. The city council asked staff to work with the police department to develop a local ordinance. They're also looking at signs spelling out rules concerning e-bikes in parks, on sidewalks, and trails. The city is hosting an e-bike and e-scooter safety awareness night this evening at Taylor Road Middle School. Manufacturers of ultra-processed foods are being sued, including an Atlanta-based company.
The lawsuit by San Francisco city attorney targets big names like Atlanta-based Coca-Cola, along with PepsiCo, Kraft Heinz, Post Cereals, General Mills, Kellogg, and more in a first-of-its-kind lawsuit blaming 11 of the nation's biggest food makers of designing and making products that are addictive and cause diseases. That, in turn, has led to skyrocketing public health care costs. City officials are seeking a civil penalty to help offset some of those costs. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, trying to clean up the rush hour around town. If you're traveling on I-20 eastbound, that ride's looking real nice. We're not used to this time of evening, but 20 East moving just fine from 285 into Cab as you head out toward Lithonia. A few leftover brake lights on the West Freeway, 20 westbound. Out of West Atlanta, just that merging madness trying to pass that west side perimeter. Then a few more delays find you from Riverside Parkway, exit 46 in Cobb County for that ride out to Lee Road in Lithia Springs. Where are the slow spots on I-285, Stephanie Stallworth?
We'll start out with the west side. We'll start out 285, really west and south. Stretches of delays for you there off and on between 420 on your west side. Northbound inner loop I-20 up towards 75 with the delays on the west side. East side, hadn't been too bad, a little bit busy, just approaching I-20 interchange, and then also southbound getting down from 85 as you head into Clarkston. From the Cool-Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, breezy, cold this evening with some areas of drizzle moving through the metro region. The clouds will thin out overnight. That'll allow temperatures to drop to near 30 degrees for early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 51. Becoming mostly cloudy by Thursday with a few rain showers moving through the afternoon, highs in the upper 40s. Friday, scattered rain showers throughout the day, highs in the mid 40s. Few of these rain showers will linger into Saturday, drying out through the afternoon, high 53.
Right now it's 43 in Noonan, 44 in Midtown Atlanta, and 40 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Your home. There is so much more to love thanks to TE Certified. It's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified. And what does that mean, love your home?
It means that you feel safe and comfortable in your own home. And the way we do that is by fixing your lights, fixing your outlets, fixing your air conditioner and your plumbing so that you don't have any leaks, you don't have any sparks, and your house is comfortable all year round.
TE Certified is here to help you love your home.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Jaron Solomon here, and every year there's a new phone, a new tablet, a new trend. But some things never lose their value or their sparkle. Jewelry isn't just a purchase, it's a promise, a memory, a legacy. While other items depreciate the moment you buy them, fine jewelry appreciates in meaning and often in value. These moments won't come twice. Make them unforgettable with something that lasts forever. This holiday season, choose timeless over temporary. Choose jewelry. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers today because memories don't wait.
the end of the year. Time to look back and reflect. Look at all we did. But look at all the things we meant to do, but never actually did. After all those tipsy New Year's promises, you didn't join the gym. You didn't get around to reading War and Peace. And apparently, you didn't do anything about this garage door that's still not working right. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A quick repair will get your garage door back in shape, no matter how much you eat. No crazy diets, just a smooth, quiet door going up and down like it should. And after all of your friends have bailed on their gym memberships, you'll have a garage door that works like a charm for several New Years to come. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll throw in my copy of War and Peace. I mean, who am I kidding?
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Yeah, I do want to say, I got a little emotional on that last one. And I apologize for that.
Do better.
George, don't get upset. Every time I...
You're speaking for the people. And
well, I know, but I'm
also...
also want to show some class.
Understood.
I'm getting a little sick and tired of these rich bastards. The Teals, the Musk, the Sam Altmans, and the Trumps, who have no association with average people. None whatsoever. And they've got all these big, highfalutin ideas. And they pretend to be populist. They're for the people. They're of the people. When was the last time you saw Trump in your neighborhood? When was the last time you saw Trump hanging around with anything other than power and money? If he loves the people so much, when is he ever amongst people? Because the fact of the matter is, he likes winners. You live in an apartment complex and you're 40, you're not a winner.
Loser.
I'm talking about you.
Yep. Hi.
And I just get a little... listen to these people who have no connection, no interest in having a connection with average people, talk about all the things the average people have to do to get the future that eventually helps the average people. And they have no connection whatsoever. How are the Trumps populist? They have zero. They're the succession people. Live in skyscrapers, work in skyscrapers, take helicopters to limos. How are you speaking for the people? When's the last time you were stuck in a traffic jam? Once you're no longer stuck in traffic jams, you can no longer speak for the people. You don't live a life like the people. It all becomes artful and ideas and notions and plans and policies. But when's the last time Donald Trump was around anybody that wasn't powerful, wealthy, or both? Which you can't be powerful without being wealthy, pretty much, except for Greta Thunberg. She's got a little bit of power, but I don't think she's got all that much money.
I don't have power on my boat.
Well, you're paddling.
Good vibes.
Look at the lunacy of what's going on right now. So what happened at the Pentagon a couple of months ago was Hegseth said the media has to sign these ridiculous rules. For one thing, you can't report anything that you don't get a clearance from on the Pentagon. So everybody left. Not just CNN, Fox News, everybody left. Can't work under these conditions.
Newsmax, too.
Newsmax. Only OANN, I think, stayed in, maybe. And so now they've got, guess who's taking their place? The Laura Loomers. This is the idea of the real press, is the MAGA influencers now are in there. And so I guess today was the first day, or yesterday, when they got to sign their new offices. These people are so moronic that at least two of them, I think three, Laura Loomer being one, have posted the same thing. This is from Laura Loomer. They hate this guy at the Washington Post, apparently. Dan Lamothe. I don't know if that's how you say his name. That's how I'm going to say it. So this is Laura Loomer's post with pictures. The Washington Post and Dan Lamothe used to occupy this desk inside the Pentagon press room Now it's mine, with her picture. Well, now here's somebody else who's new. MAGA influencer at Pentagon, R.C. Maxwell. The Pentagon cubicle that used to belong to Dan Lamothe is now mine. Out with the propagandists and hacks. In with the truth tellers who love America. So you got 3 or 4 people claiming that they've got this guy's desk.
Maybe they're sharing it.
And you know, don't take that to mean you can't trust their reporting just because they can't even report properly about where their desk is.
Maybe the person that's showing them the desk and assigning them, they're like, you know whose desk this is. Just to make them to puff them up.
Yes.
Maybe Dan had 3 desks.
By the way, R.C. Maxwell, here's a line that doesn't work. In with the truth tellers who love America. That's not your job if you're a truth teller. Because when we're in love, we look the other way. Is that not true? When we're in love,
there are a lot of red flags.
We look the other way when we're in love. That's fine for most of us who don't call ourselves reporters. Reporters have a different job, knowing that we're all going to go that way because that's how we see it. Your job is differently. First of all, if you have to tell people you love America, you don't love America as much as I do because I'm so confident in it, I don't have to keep telling people. People keep telling me how much they love America. Every time they say it, I'm like, this is somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. True love for America does not need to be expressed over and over again. The way that I have it is it's in my back pocket. There it is. It's there. It's untouchable and it's unmovable. Really, no reason to comment on it. So, R.C. Maxwell, you're a clown. You're a joke. And I love America more than you. How do I know that? Because I don't go around telling people how much I love America in every post. It's just a facto. You can't be right because you're acting that way. Be careful of people who are constantly telling you how much they love their country. They're the most easily propagandized, and boy, do the intelligence agencies love these people. They can be manipulated because they love America. Yeah, that's the way it works. I'm not cynical. I'm telling you about them. The intelligence agencies use your love of America against you to get you to do things and support policies that there's no reason to do it. But go ahead, R.C. Maxwell, you moron. Throw yourself out there. Let everybody know I'm a usable idiot. See, real love of country does not mean, and hopefully there's some young people listening. The definition of patriotism is not that you knee-jerk support any military ideas or military excursions that your government comes up with. That is the opposite of being a patriot. Patriot, you love your country, you want it to be well run, and when you see things going awry, you speak up. Why? Because you love the country. If you saw somebody that was, somebody said something bad about somebody, but you didn't really know them, and you might have a notion like, I don't know if that's true. You're not going to care. You're not going to defend them. You don't really know them. Somebody says it about a loved one. Well, you love that person. So you're going to step up and you're going to defend that person. Also, if you love somebody and they come up with some very crazy ideas, you will step in and object. Whereas somebody else's kid, you wouldn't. That's their problem. So when you love your country, you're the first to speak up when you think your country is not getting it done the proper way, not the last. So again, I want to repeat that because there may be young people listening. The definition of patriotism is not that you knee-jerk support any military intervention your government decides that they're going to do. That's the opposite. That's the opposite of patriotism because that's just servile. You're just like, oh, whatever you want, I'll support you. That wasn't the idea of the country.
So since you have so many people that are, I guess, yes men and women.
Sycophants.
In the Pentagon now.
Sycophants.
A lot of these stories that have been coming out about these leaks have been from unconfirmed sources within the Pentagon. So would that suggest that people are just not taking these journalists seriously?
Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, I think what it is
because like New York Times is
a lot
getting
of people at the Pentagon think Hegseth's a moron. So
it must be. It's got to be that, right?
And also, I think that a lot of these outlets are deciding we can still do our job without being in that building. Maybe we can do it better. And so the reaching out is coming from the brass, and they're calling the reporters that they already know.
I mean, I know like News Nation has sources. I know that New York Times had
they
some
all
sources.
have the sources they have.
Washington Post. I mean,
there's really, my understanding is that it's really being there. I mean, does it really help you as a reporter to be in the White House to ask questions?
No.
I mean, we all see everything. Oh, but I was in the room. Okay, great. You're the one who asked the question that got the president to call you an idiot. It could have been anybody.
Good job.
Congratulations to Doug Lindsay of Covington.
That's right.
Won 2 tickets to see Guns N' Roses on Saturday, September 29th, 2026 at Truist Park. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says it's still slow downtown.
Yeah, still watching those brake lights filling into Midtown and downtown, Eric, starting southbound at the I-85 400 merge. They just got some trouble off to the right south of there, below 17th Street there next to Georgia Tech. That's added to those delays. And 75-85 northbound, the brake lights find you right at I-20, but getting much better as you get up into Midtown. We had that earlier trouble up around the 10th Street area. That has cleared. Actually, maybe something new closer up towards 17th Street. We are going to check on that. Where are the slow spots left around I-285, Stephanie Stallworth?
We'll start with the west side out there. If you're traveling 285 southbound out of Vinings down towards I-20, a bit of sluggish traffic for you there. Also slowing in stretches between Bolton and 75, your northbound side, and over in DeKalb by the 85 interchange. Of course, lots of delays trying to ramp to 85 north. The east side looks like a little bit of below the limit, we'll call it, down to Clarkston from 85. And then again, of course, exiting for I-20. This report brought to you by John Foy and Associates. You were hurt at work and the insurance company is denying your claim? Get real. Call John Foy and Associates. Let their workers' comp team get you the maximum benefits you deserve. Call John Foy now. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Clark Howard here. And each year we set a goal to provide gifts for every child in foster care across the state of Georgia. And we can't do it without you. Join me at 3 different Walmarts across Metro Atlanta, December 7th. 13th, and 14th for our 35th annual Clark's Christmas Kids. Help make Georgia foster kids' Christmas wishes come true. For more information about how you can donate and for Walmart store locations, visit WSBRadio.com.
The holidays are here, friends, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping the buy one, get one deals every week. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. Check out the BOGO deals before you shop, by the way. Expert tip. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. My favorite experience at Publix are the BOGOs. Free item must be of equal or lesser value, of course. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Findlay Roofing. The Roof guys are proud to support Clark's Christmas Kids again this year. Findlay will donate at least $15,000 to Clark's Christmas Kids. Time to replace your roof? Please think of Findlay first. FindlayRoofing.com.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I used to feel like my house was the least festive on the street, but not anymore. I'm Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys installed the holiday lights on my home. They make it simple. You get a quote right on the first call, and they can be installed as soon as this week. And if the lights ever need a quick service, they're out fast, usually the same day. Wise Guys handles everything. Custom fit, maintenance, takedown, even the storage, all done for you. Now, when I booked, their schedule was filling up. Barely got a spot. So lock in your installation and save $100 when you mention my name, Chris Chandler. If you book before December 14th, just visit wiseguyslights.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Maybe you haven't heard about us. We're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless has you paying for more data than you might need. Why? They might want you to cover the costs of younger people who do use all that data. If you're not using the data, you're probably being used. We've heard time and time again that some Big Wireless customers get stuck paying hundreds and even thousands more for years and years because they think it's hard to switch. Not with us. It takes just about 20 minutes and you can change your plan anytime without extra charges. We use the same towers as the big guys, so you'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Our plans start at just $20 a month, and for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
See, I did it again. I started off with, hey, I want to be classy, and then I ended up calling this guy a moron. I'm doing the best I can, people. Working on myself. Trying to be better.
Come on, it's the season of giving and being friendly and thinking positive.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, Andy Reid. He's trying to tickle my tonsils. Like, stop.
We're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play, every game.
Save that for the rest of the league, pal.
By the way, they play that team with Andy Reid, the tonsil tickler.
The Chiefs?
The Chiefs. With beautiful, by the way. I love Pat Mahomes' wife.
She's fantastic.
She's great. But they play the Texans.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
save that
game. Save that for the Texans.
8 o'clock.
Andy Reid.
I think Tony Romo's on the call.
Tonsils are bad, Jim. You got to tickle my tonsils.
Very quickly before we go, we got to play this audio. This is Trump from this, I don't know how long this damn cabinet meeting took place.
Everybody was laughing uncomfortably in this meeting.
Okay, just listen to I'm sure he misstates here, but it's interesting.
Look, I think the man's a grossly incompetent
Stop for a second.
man.
They're asking about Mike Walls.
Tim Walls.
I'm sorry, Tim Walls.
Look, I think the man's a grossly incompetent man. I thought that from the day I watched J.D. destroy him in the debate. I was saying, who was more incompetent, that man or my man? I had a man and he had a man. They were both incompetent, and I had a man and a woman. I thought she was
I think we got enough. Say
Man,
what?
woman, dog, TV set, chair.
Whether he meant to say it or not, he said J.D. Vance was incompetent right there. I don't know. You know, they say he dozed off about 4 times. Maybe you just awakened there.
I think so.
Earlier in the news conference, you said this.
You people are crazy. I'll let you know when there's something wrong. There will be someday. That's going to happen to all of us. But right now, I think I'm sharper than I was 25 years ago. But who the hell knows?
Who the hell knows?
I don't know, Jack.
Who the hell knows? I think I know, but I'm going to keep it to myself. All right. That music's telling us 2 things. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out. You know one thing about us. We do what we're told. We're good patriots like that. Shelley Winters up next with another great radio show for you. As usual, we'll be back 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey